Hello, hello, hello. We fumble them. We don't come back with another edition of politics and economics. Fumble them for una way na the first day una they join the show. Me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, and I go deal to now for the next. We go try for keep on 2 hours because again we know say it's sort of late. But I want to tell una boku thank you. Una we don't join already. So what I go suggest we do is before I talk about the topic, because this now appeal way I want for make to we Salon brothers and sisters then, particularly we say we go take up parties them past the country, we're not to the right thing. But unfortunately, that's not the reality of things. So again, I go encourage you now for like una share and that myself they do. If una see a sort of butu made, myself they try for share the program. So again, this is something we clearly I want to make a light tonight because I know very well say where it can pass salon issues. Nothing not seem for be light, but yes, now because of waiting they go on our country, and we all know very well say we passionate about waiting they go on our country, and rightfully so. So I'm not gonna blame anybody for this, but the only thing no more is I can always say one thing. Let we they do then tier and act responsibly. You know, that responsibly word now something we're very crucial at this point in the history of Salon. Because on a member, you know, Salon people we can always say, oh well, God go take control and stuff. But God don't give we all the senses them. God don't point to all the things that we supposed for use and make within I go call informed decision. So for let people and they so concentrate on say okay well God go take control and on a if on a member I should say boku picking and not be born yet, but the time way Momo Sheki hand over the power to Momo, you know that funny parable or even sing self be they come Momo sit down full and take power then gear Momo no worry now God don't put you there what away now for you and I'll go run past you. So but could people and believe say yes now God give power, so where God give power nothing will go wrong. So that mentality they even to this 21st century people and still get that mentality they, but una for no say not to all power now from God. So that religious mentality, now in they make we need to do the right thing. For all we leaders them accountable. And waiting Momo do at that time, I they go back for the people and we don't forget very quickly. Because 1985, not a long time ago. Because Boko of we don't get sense now, I believe, I they assume. But for some younger one, they will not be born yet. But what think happen to that? The major issue where Momo Fenisef is strongly, in a literal sense, it strongly believe that and say, now God don't get this power. So nothing no go pull am or it no go wrong. Now God ordain am for become president of that country day. So it not be even careful. And again, forget about the security lapses and all that and forget about the suffering of the people them. So even where people then they complain, tin and tranga and stuff, it take am say now God don't put on it. So get anything for scared. So no matter how tin tranga, to ram God na input am day. So the reason we make how they bring this, because again, where are they come to the main topic for let unable understand how they go with it. Because again, we keep to do that over and over and say, well, we'll not get anything for do. The president, the current president, and even the immediate previous one, where na Anescoma, oh now God don't put now God put on day. The current president. Now God put on day. So no matter what, it go day, it go this, it go that. And things then they go bad. As simple as we speak up and make even with the supporters them. Because waiting you the support party for, not for like a sort of champion your interest, not to that make you the support a political party. Because now them responsible for bring policies. Now they're responsible for create avenues them where me and you two go get a better life. And they talk specifically about the people and way business salon, because then even though we were there abroad, yes, we the film, but then the film first hand. So now that make it essential for like we talk about this. Let them know say this not a normal situation. Not a something where you go say now God don't put on day. So ebo me fumble them. I want to know say God not deliberately make una suffer. God not want for let una suffer at all. So if God kind of say, okay, well, this person go lead this nation, but if the person go astray, then una still say na God. Una member again, somebody we call one show, I don't know if na me show or Matilda in show, where talk say God now one of the most liberal, if not the most liberal person where you go ever know. You go know very well say they support like Satan. And according to what we read from the Bible and the Quran, where God want for kick him out. What did he ask for? It's okay, well, give me power. Let me self try for see how I go able persuade other people then for join me. And God say, yes, I will give that power thee. And some person will say, why God do that and stuff? But that's the appeal to how much liberal, democratic God be. So if God, somebody where very well say, it go confuse in people, it go convince them for going at the wrong path, but yet it gave them the opportunity. Just for like it say, I go try for understand clearly the people them way na me two picking them, where they na me own path. So if God don't do that, and then the people that were Satan they convince on inside, una believe say, now God do that? Now God picking? Now God ordained them? Again, I know they say the leaders they will get now satanic leaders them. Not to that they say. But the point where they make now is that for let una know the difference. Let una not take am say na every power. You go say, oh, na God give and that power dey. So if even the person change self and go to the path where very destructive, and we still dey say na God give that person the power. So we fumble them. I just want for lay this, because we are the appeal, this program particularly, I want to make a very strong appeal to we brothers and sisters them where they support them political parties here. And as I always can they say repeatedly, nothing wrong for like you be a supporter of APC, a supporter of SLPP. Nothing wrong about that. Now you fundamental, waiting I go call fundamental human right or constitutional right for belong. Where you they do that though, as a citizen, you still also get obligation for be a true patriotic citizen of that country. So you see now two way. You get the responsibility, you get the right. Let me put the right first. You get the right for belong, you get the right for associate with any organization where you feel, as long as not legal organization, where you feel say ego champion you cause, you interest, you get right, absolutely right. Nobody ever question you about that. As long as not legal organization. At the same time, you get obligation to Sierra Leone. For think about Salon Force as to how Salon go before. Now, as a citizen, we get that obligation day. So now that obligation day tonight, I want to appeal to we brothers and sisters. By the way, as we did do this, let us put together the thing them way I want to talk about. And also boku thing them. Again, I apologize for way honorable come last week because of some technical issues. But I'm so glad that Matilda be invite me in show where I'll be able to give me own take on the Anescoma issue and all several other issues then. So as a result, I want for say thank you to Matilda and thank you to Una also we show understanding. So the main topic where I got to talk about tonight, now a big question. We don't see this na social media a lot where President Bio be address apparently SLPP members of parliament, if I understand correctly. I will play that video there. But the question following that, we are trying for craft now. Do you believe President Bio's intervention will effectively resolve the parliamentary crisis and address the corruption allegations in Sierra Leone? Because we get several corruption allegations them where they currently go on. And I will talk about them as well. Some of the major allegations then they will deal with corruption. So President Bio, he assure he members them and say, well, I go intervene and all that. But when I go listen to the audio, so aside from that what they call separation of power, but if President Bio in what they go call mantra, a major focus as he be the campaign during 2018, saying for fight corruption. And now this further under your foot. This not for be a time where it for show huge example, but yet I will allow now for watch the video and then let we come sit down and talk about that proper. But before I do that, as I can always try for do, we get several other stories then where they make huge headlines. So one of which I know say yes, it gets a little bit of tie into this whole thing. Let's show now this. This not tweet by Ben Kelfala. It say it's indeed a sea of money recovered from the corrupt who had embezzled it in one of the cases we're investigating at the SLRA. 6 people admitted to stealing it and paid it back to the state, having been detained for their crime pending investigations. So we see a stack of money where it said a total of 8.6 billion leons. Standing at plenty money, of course, on a see salon money, it flop the table and stuff. But I get several questions now. Yeah. So this will be one of the things we will talk about. And another thing where, if your time permit, where we go talk about, it keep coming back about the election, Kone. So we see in a newspaper where one newspaper, Night Watch, the headline say, ECSL refutes allegations of non-cooperation with the election investigators. And we all know say that tripartite agreement. Now, one of the things that for look into what ECSL do and try for suggest better ways of doing it going forward. So ECSL and fight back, then put out a press statement. And the press statement now is sort of say otherwise. So I go talk about that press statement the way ECSL put. And let una tell me what una think. Because ECSL clearly, me and you two know say it don't take a while where people and they complain about ECSL. They're not even with all this thing where they happen. Instead, what in the government they do, instead of a try for tackle or encourage ECSL for adhere to the request where the likes of America, the EU, let's say the international observers them or international partners them, they ask for no ECSL quiet. So now they react to this headline. So again, I will come to the main topic, but let I read for una the press release. Again, I will encourage una for share. And by the way, before I read them, as I can always try for do, I always can try for encourage my brothers and sisters them for like we be part of this conversation. Let me be as interactive as possible. So the phone lines them, on I know we not can waste time, the phone lines they open right away. So the people are within North America, by the way, for the people and we they join we on the radio. Now for now mostly because when they see the screen, I can want for they call the numbers them. So when I go able for participate. Call the numbers them and allow them participate actively. So for the people that within North America, the toll free where you're not going to pay anything. This now on VOS. The toll free number now 1-866-944-7722. The number now 1-866-944-7722. And if you did call from the UK, I know say UK now it on late, but again, I get me day job. Where I get for force try for do the job and at the same time prepare for come as me way for adhere to the duties of Mama Salon as a Sierra Leonean. Well, you can judge now if me a patriotic one or not. Then I go left and now. But I won't believe say yes. I mean, one of the people them way go ACN up. Say I care a whole lot about Sierra Leone. Not that I question anybody in own citizenry. So the people in the UK, yes, they don't late, but the local number for call, if you want for reach we now +4420 80891455. The number now +4420 80891455. So if you call from Australia, the local number, we particularly like that Sydney area, we get for be long distance to you according to we provider. Now +6129 098433 7. The number now plus 612909843337. So you can call that number there. But if at all you're not able to reach any of the numbers then there, we get what we call one port number, where any part of the world where you there, you can able to call this number, and this is not the WhatsApp number, you go able for reach we directly. And we will give you also the privilege or the opportunity for let we hear from you. It will be privileged to we for hear from you if you call with WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number now 1-343-997-5828. The number again now 1-343-997-5828. And for the people in our salon, yes, right now I know say beaucoup people in the sleep, but I want to remind una say we get with various radio radio station na Freetown we're na FM 91.9. So FM 91.9. And if you're not able to get them because of the part of Freetown or part of Salon where you there, we try for extend with coverage. If the people and way they responsible for regulate radio stations them, if they go allow we they on the works for extend. So we want for like everybody across the country for get VOS. But for now, if you're in any other part of the country, we go encourage you for get we through with mobile app. But by the way, for people and we probably but people that don't call me and call we CEO and contact we I go say we mobile app it is down for now through because of some technical issues. So but we try for revamp them and let it will be easier for use and also let it will be very stable. So for right now we deal with the issues then they so you're not go able to forget the mobile app right now. But by God's grace in the next week we will get that up and running. And again for the people in way we don't promise it and able watch the soccer, the the African Nations Cup, so because people don't know the abbreviation, they AFCON. But for Una, we want to watch again, they broadcast them now the website, we na vostelevision.com. If now go na we website, una go able watch the game live as we they broadcast them live. So yes, we they still broadcast the games, but una go get for gonna website. We na vostelevision.com and una go able for watch the game they live. So I see people that don't begin call already. So before I go back to the thing, because like I say, I really can like for like this be very interactive. So let me take the call, and also as we go along, I go post this question just for let we able to understand how people waiting people think. So let we know if them believe say President Bio intervention go make a difference or enough for don't intervene at all. So we will put yes or no and let we hear from now. But before we do that, let me take this call and hopefully now regarding the show. VOS Network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and you say the call we from?
Hey, good evening, CEO. How are you, sir?
I did do well. Former CEO. I did do well.
Well, you are the CEO. Okay, let's go to the point.
Yes.
CEO, President Bio intervention or no intervention is necessary only on Paran for suspender, as we all don't see the allegation. It has been 99% proven by the Francis Ben Kefala. He needs to be suspended. But Salon, we have a bigger issue. CEO, you and I, perhaps, we're not economic students. The internal system, na Salon, I don't know, year in, year out, they need to strengthen the internal control system at Salon. How on earth would I go pay for a road network twice? This one, luckily, it was already detected. Now the contractor, now even according to information reliable information I get, it was only rejected because of the poor internal control system. We will not pay for this particular issue. We will not pay again. Do we know how many times we are paying for contract twice? We don't know. The internal control system, I've said it several times, the internal auditors, we have to strengthen them. We're not going to wait for the whole year before external auditors enter. Even the external auditors, there is at the foot of internal auditors. What they have been doing throughout the year, then they can watch and strengthen that. So no, we have already started what we call development. We have not started because how on earth billions of euros has to be paid for a contract twice? This one, or the job broadcaster will talk about it because we will catch up. But do we know? The question is, do we know how many times such payments have gone? No. So President Bio intervention, I believe, says the rightful things to be done with all the evidences and from social media and from Anti-Corruption Commissioner Boss, wherein President Bio rely on, he don't say we, perhaps needs to be suspended or even removed from office. If one, let go manage State House, or he got a presidential lodge. But Paran needs to be removed. Paran have proven to be corrupt, have proven integrity not inside, even Dominion. Paran is one of the students of Dominion University. I've told you guys. He was one of the students. And I recall back.
Yes.
I don't want really.
Exactly, and you really don't make a little bit easier for me, and I agree with you. Thank you very much, my brother. So, but you say something where I be laughing at the background, and again, not to for minimize the impact of this whole thing, but clearly though, you therefore say, well, if we step aside, or better still, let it go manage State House and stuff like that. We get another call. Let me take this call, and I will come back to your comment. But great comment. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name. And you say they call me from, please. Go ahead. What's up?
Come from Virginia, United States.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
My own question I want to ask you. Them money they way them pay back. Who say the money they come out? Wait a minute, Banandi, because the banking system that country today, you know, go allow them to withdraw a big, huge of amount of now and then day. That money enough for be display. I don't know what the guy for make the display, but if we don't be in check, if we don't get a check, then the anti-corruption will go try for verify if the money available, they will check out. But they can't display that in the way we know how they keep it. They also keep the money in the day. When the money is scarce, we see the money in the day, when they go display and so we want to know. Make sure say you ask. And number two, the president, the money like in the gear, and so we don't get various check them for the anti-corruption. Then people say they take the money from people and then they can't get the president he will like it. I don't know. I not accuse them. But if you don't promise you say it will build hospital, when we say be really proud of that hospital, they say if they be give them money there, it will make us say we'll get at least for talk say if it's the money then thief or people then thief that money they take build hospital. We never able to hospital and day. And number three, I want to know the money they will give so if the auditor general they take that into consideration for let we know say that money they where they take the people answer that the money now and day if we decide the audit report. You know what I mean? Like if the Maada Bio we really want proof to we the people in another country they for say it really mean what it mean. Not to tell for things self. If it's somebody in working on the work, it is would that they go sign first for take the money? Because we will not say the man not be this alone. Would that be the sign on behalf of the the woman for the collect that money. They want to know if na the party they collect, if na in the party they go sign on behalf of the wife, or whether they sign for one for no. Do what would ask that question and they alone know whether be they sign for them to take that money. They if you don't proud enough, evidence don't they don't return the money. Therefore, all them put in, therefore don't they not for take except 1 hour set. Therefore don't step if you don't step down, let the auditor see what the thing. If they find guilty, they know what they do. But they prove to we say like they can't forfeit 1 green person. I mean, not support APC for thief. No, if you're a thief, let them refund the money. They can see so. But then people are damn too wicked. They get money they see so people they not round about na for the big. And now people the money they pass them by they drive the slippery they suffer and that level for them. Salon people that just too wicked. They owe the money when that salon people money they owe that they pay themselves. And this is one part of our normal because we understand say up to almost people where they be taking on a ghost workers them. Where they will tell them, does the pay you know money just come out? One for no, but then people and they back again. Would that then be the take? Would that be the sign? Will not be the pay? And Maada Bio, let it prove to we say he really can't prevent corruption. Do let's take that issue. But again, I'm not be expecting for talk say he go come back to Parliament for council for see what he could do. This for not talk say someone say I will left the Parliament and take their action. Let me say and they back for Parliament issue back. You see, that means they interfere with what after the Parliament. That will make separation of power. No, let the people and do the thing. And what you see, that country, we don't learn now. So now we will go for that country. Would expect say most people that picture and so now people they oversee that they go for that country. You know, do I'll ask you the question there as well. I will take a call back.
Yes, I will definitely deal with them. And again, me not a spokesperson for the administration, but I go based on waiting I don't read and stuff like that. I go answer your questions then, and thank you so much. Now, great questions them, and in fact, now questions them we I want for put to now, but you don't put onto me, but I go through them back to the group for let we all discuss them because again, me not a spokesperson for the administration. So the calls that on the cam, thank you very much, brother. Let me take additional calls them. Thank you. All right. So let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and say the call we from, please. What's up? Go ahead.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Cabo. How you do, sir?
Hello. I did do well, my brother. How are you, sir?
I thank God. I thank God. Thank you very, very much for your patience. You know, because seriously, I don't listen. They replace them or for a program them as see when they come out. So we cannot get a chance for listening all the time. You know?
Yes, I know.
And they hear me safe. I don't know why, but me when I call it off. I don't know why they hear me safe.
Well,
let her continue anyway.
Just maybe tune down your radio because you're not supposed for it news.
Okay. Now just get to the point. But thank you for your patience because really intimidating with you. I can see them, but it's okay. You get the right attitude for them and the right nature. Thank God for that. Talking about the main issue of Paran Tarawally, I don't feel say Maada Bio go do anything. I don't feel so because first and foremost, now Maada Bio now him he appoints Paran Tarawally. Now he appoint him and he appoint him for a purpose where it is served well. So let us not get faith for saying do anything because if you listen to his statements we make to his own personal people them we make him be everybody's team but he's so busy so he will find time for him to intervene. That's when I know say you know if you everything do I'm not saying what he busy they do. When they can't matter when I appoint them. You know, if you don't get anything for yourself at the moment, but issue a statement or make a recommendation because it don't discuss you. But the way how the man they play the team, you don't say you don't intend for do anything legitimate for the mandate. As now know, Paran is a sacred cow. Paran is not only guilty of corruption. You're also guilty of misuse of office and conflict of interest. That's a one grand problem. My right, it will be first trial for that. They will pay the money for the corruption, they will first trial for how they abuse the office. For poor people, them, well legit, and people, them, when I feel like, only in wealth, where they can work. No, that thing should not be tolerated in Sierra Leone. We all know sense along the corruption. But this one, you know, you can't only for angle, the same Paran. But that's not going to happen because Ben Kefala is a fraud. Period. And I feel say, in my opinion, and then you get Ben Kefala not qualify for the office with them camp. You're not going to experience. You're not going to mantra. You know, same way, so even David saying you're not qualified for what they do right now. You're not even mature for that. Or Chernobyl. So, Maada Bio, not about anything serious in that country. Maada Bio, they're in fear. Right now, it's only focus. Where they call him every day. Now, for like, remember how they get away from police in problem. Unscrupulously. Dubiously, whatever possible. So, I don't get any hope. Say, Maada Bio could do anything serious. Even if he put Paran Tarawally, you only do and beyond in will. Just because of, you know, want for look so bad, you have fake things. But it will put person back. When they can do bad, like Paran do bad in the Parliament as alone. Paran, now you know in dirty work, it's around Parliament. So not free say go pull them. You know what's like a Lima. Because Lima, not vitally Paran Tarawally. Paran Tarawally, now you capture the Parliament for Maada Bio. Now you know all the dirty work there. It's not even Abass Bundu. Bundu like follower. So let me not hope say Maada Bio will do anything. Me for me, Maada Bio will not do anything decent. That's alone. Right now. Because if you do anything decent, you get a problem. You are exposed. You can accept fair a bad, you don't commit crime. So why would we expect anything better from Maada Bio? We are wasting our time. No. Paran stay in the Parliament for a reason. Because you put on there, if people like say, now you put on there. So we bring up a put on there, and you must tax him. So it speaks volumes though. That I may not take on this matter. Let be this space. Let people can talk back on the matter. Later on, I'll talk about that issue at all.
Yes, absolutely. We truly appreciate that, and thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. And again, I will talk about all the issues here, but let me continue for take the calls then. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and you say the call from, please?
Yeah, see you again.
Yes, yes, and thank you. Before you go ahead, I want for Teiboku thank you for setting the platform because it looked like say people in the piggyback now on your first comment, and thank you for that. Go ahead, please.
That's good. Now, just I want shadow on Paran. Paran, you have been a criminal. All the things that Paran don't do in that Parliament, even in character, in behavior, all that criminal. I mean to talk to President Bio directly. Even when ACCA boss, he confirmed say he have one-on-one talk with Paran. Paran lied to ACCA boss say at 10 months in Uma don't work. When at 19 months. 19 months. Now lie. That alone enough for let Paran be removed and pushed far away from holding any public office as I do. He employed in wealth as the head of administration. He said he don't know in wealth day on the payroll for 19 months they pay. In Uma day most time in America here. I've been to salary there. Would they take that money in the center for a Paran they do? They change to dollar, etc. He knows about the wife. for say he was employed. In life, so we say, we don't know. That enough for Paran to be removed and move away from near with politics. Paran in life should be finished. Let's go by law passes. If the Council of Law, whatever legal aid cannot remove legal what council cannot remove a license. Paran needs to be punished, and let us set example by Paran that Salon we are bigger than that. If we are talking about corruption fight, Paran life he go get false PhD when I will come to pay for Dominion hey. That alone was enough for Paran to be removed. I hope when Paran will say the president, Maada Bio, they take action. It will take positive action. We will satisfy with all. But let me come to everything. Salon, how on earth with internal control system, it has been rotten and continue to be rotten. If we want to fight corruption, number one thing, the internal control system has to be set. The internal auditors have to do their work, wherein they check before you buy anything or you pay for anything. That's the biggest problem we have in Israel. I always say, I'm in Virginia. The population of Israel is far less than the population of Virginia. But the state of Virginia are able to do everything for us to be satisfied. But here's the country, Sierra Leone. Oh God.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you timed on, but before you go, I know Sarah caller then day. I just want to ask you a question. So you say Paran Tarawally getting the green at Dominion A. So why you they suggest for Lego practice? So not to more corruption
No.
law practice?
No, yes, sir. Dominion na in PhD he get Paran Tarawally because of all of this. I be there that's how the MVC. He got a first degree, in law degree, really.
I understand that, but somebody will corrupt.
But what I'm saying, the legal council have not revoked his license. You know what say?
Okay.
That's all of corruption. The legal council, that's why I told you, the legal council should have revoked Paran Tarawally in degree from that point. They are not done it. What do I mean?
Okay. I understand now. Well, thank you very much. We get additional calls there.
Because those are provisional license. It should be revoked. If the increasing legal license was revoked because of
let's say a team need a practice in that capacity there. I be just want to get clarification.
No, it should be revoked. It should be revoked.
Okay. Well,
even be increasing. Nobody knows that be critical for good and law for good practice law again, but it was revoked.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Let me take more calls then. Thank you. Call me back, and I truly appreciate you calls them. Thank you. Logo on to WhatsApp VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting at your name and who side they call we from. WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Kagbo. Thank you very much. Me Ahmed. UK.
Hello, Brother Ahmed. Thank you very much. And I know say, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Kagbo, we don't analyze, and thank you for all the analysis. This, I don't know if na God belong to the Sierra people them, but how did this one come about? Where the revelation come about this corruption? Because such a thing we then start this year. Maybe don't start and way beyond when they come now this when they come from 2018. Now they manipulate all of the things that are then parliamentary fraud there. You see, but now it plus for the people of Sierra Leone, the whole of the SNPP party and the government, therefore bow down in shame. Because it's a disgrace. This is not a disgrace for a public figure like this Paran and caught into this kind of fraud with the wealth. And then when I read the president, they said they look into that, I was shocked. How President Bio they look into this issue, where this, this is a legal issue. What should that for do with you? You know, I don't understand that. It's very big shame. This really don't demoralize this man in government badly, and supporters therefore really become bow in shame, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How can somebody where they regulate laws, where they in our parliament, to see this guy how he acts last parliament? So it tells you that there is a lot more, because this also in one green. Because now we see the authentic and original pay slips from even the banks, where this woman is signed, who was signing for her. You know, before you collect all of this salary, then they come, they tell we say it is 9 months. This one will call it say 19 months. Then come and tell we say the payment was just 7 million is receiving, and but then tell you about 30-something million when the day in the pay slip. So imagine this. Where is Kande Yunkela? Where these guys stood yesterday with the parliamentary Lamina, the Lacy for C parliamentarians? Where is the APC former APC leader that they now the opposition before? Because they all did a public committee there, public accounts committee in our parliament. These are people who they regulate laws. It tells you that then why are they just can rob the people of Sierra Leone? Maada Bio don't lost bearing into all of what they do now. People in the Sierra light, you talk about corruption now. It will just make they just say, please don't go there. Because look, if you talk of corruption, then the people where you employ, where they now you miss this and corrupt like this. Look at the former immigration officer in the way they will just remove and then they make her now as a head of anti-drugs or whatever. Imagine bribery also with cars publicly. Now they will remove and they now it in another position, and up to that case in Lidong. So just imagine that, and it's well, it's kicking well, it's well and kicking. It's not, it in another position, other post. You know, Jaya Kaika or whatever I call him. He's a lawmaker. They say he studied law in America. So imagine these people, and they just study all of these things to go rob the people of Sierra Leone. You can't. It tells you the kind of wicked leaders they will get away with the train. These are young guys, not to say they're young guys now, because these are in their 50s, going to the 60s. Don't say they're young guys now. But they are greedy. They are greedy people. They cannot get integrity at all. They really don't have integrity. This is not a shame. When I see the president, they address his supporters them, and then they say we want to clack back. Paran. I can imagine that these are lawmakers. Then they talk about fraud, a fraudulent act. Somebody steal the country. Then when they sit down, when they support them, because now my own. Come on, Stakabu. Where are we? Where the people of Sierra Leone today? This is like saying on our film, like saying that God behind the justice threat for the people. Because how did this one come about? How do we come to know all of this? Imagine, this is the Auditor General where they choose why this woman been dead there, then castigate them for so many things and then get rid of her for no reason. Up to today, the case is still in a court, just because of all of them hidden things there. But these are things where President Bio campaign against, castigate the former government, that they corrupt. The leader was flying too much. The wage bill was bolted. You know? Yeah.
Okay, great point. But Ahmed, you make great points then, and they are calling back because
no
of
problem.
time.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much as well, and thank you for we stay up late. God bless, as always. So let we go to more callers. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and say they call we from, please?
Thank you, Mr. William.
Hello, brother. Thank you so much. Go ahead, please. What's your name and take on the program tonight?
Okay. Mr. Kabu, thank you once more for the opportunity. In master tweet, the Auditor General, we all see the Auditor General, we didn't pick tentatively. With the audit and we see the amount of money that we, because every year the money with the Auditor General the report say missing, it always they double the money, like 2021, a more than 2022. So this now like syndicates every year with the audit, the money they go up, which is cool. I think everybody appreciates and to the Auditor General we then suspend. Loyalty up, yes. Mr. Kagbo, you go do investigation. The judges them way they do the we then set up for do the inquiry. Now 60 million they pay them every month. Imagine 60 million and journalists do the investigation, they make enormous and they pay the judge them way they do the commission of inquiry, they make it 60 million. Then multiply them by how many years or how many months this matter still the egg. They're waiting at the outcome who they get, the way salon people they get. For me, they go pay judges then like that kind of amount today. For possibly you don't. The thing it just not make no sense, but it not make no sense. You they waste money unnecessary pan judges the way for just for that matter and they pay them we months done they get them separate just because of that matter now 60 million they pay them. And up to now nobody know you can say we say the matter they think the way forward how and when the matter they conclude with that kind of amount really they pay them judge and for that matter nothing like that happened. And come to Paran, will not be the Civic it is called. Sergeants of arms, take them out. Huh? Hello? Did you get me, sir?
Yes. Yeah, I did get you very clearly. I just know I interrupt. Go ahead, please.
Oh, my apology. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah. With all the videos and there, and they call sergeants of arms, take them out. They are not disciplined. Now, they fall short, so. Ben Kefala, you the man first name Ben. So I'm not thinking at all for the one day first. The man first name until exactly what the man is. Then call somebody Ben.
But really though, I will pause the time. Let me not do that though. I know say yes. I know say yeah, but I know say I know say sarcasm. But
my name right? My apologies, but my name Ben Kefala.
Yes, my name Ben, but now short form of Ben. Now short, just a moment, sir. Now short form of Benjamin.
Okay, sir.
So let we not be insulting to them people
in
the
don't
place.
Correct me now. Yeah, Benjamin I be to make him Ben. But between my you two and say Ben, we know within na name Nandi. Okay, just go back to Paran. But it's unfortunate for me, Ben Kefala, they tell we say, the man don't begin pay, then the man lie. He lied to the commissioner. Before a commissioner and they testify, say the man lied to them. Say a woman at 10 months he woke. Then later find out say the woman woke 19 months. Then the man say you don't know within a conflict of interest. Then that man they whack her off a gunner host. Then we see teachers there. Then parade teachers in a cutting tree. Now he say now the president. Then we own president. It just did. Now these people who the people in the talk say SPP anti-corruption for APC there. These are the clear cuts because you as a president, you one of the thing that we say they can block loopholes. You can't fight corruption. You know say corruption they fight back. Now look, this is a simple case for you now. Now you they go tell people and say they are happy. No corruption. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Say you want to go deep, but please call me back because okay. Let me not hold up the line. Other people in the wait. Thank you very much for your point. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and say the call we from, please?
I recall from the. This is a call from Maryland.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, my brother. Waiting you comment on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
Well, I want to tell you thank you in the first place. Before we check that guy, we want really good day. Okay, follow him. You know, we did an forum. A little bit of maturity. You understand? They go to the man because of my name Ben, short form for Benjamin. That don't mean to the man Ben. That means to the man crooked. It's so now this they make I despise APC supporter every day. You understand? And they appeal to the all for just get out of the collective amnesia. Then they say everything way the wrong so the country just begins. Bola come to the point today. No law, no in Sierra Leone. I read people in the so them for lock them up, therefore firearm, this, that. But no longer necessarily, my brother. I'm gonna read today. No longer necessarily always say if you, Mr. Abdul Karim Kabo, you don't the Minister of Finance, you have no for working. They don't get that law. Like how we get an American siblings, not American siblings, not the one place. Who not get that law necessarily? I think the law. The law with it. Law take Paran. They go Paran in a Parliament. No law no they say we have no for working. The law with it in the Paran not for actively engage in the employment of that Wesley. For take part, no partner interview, for take part, no, for make no way for me to employ in West. That's the law. But the woman get right for working. You understand? The question you put to people, the whole man just debate. Your question you put is say how if the president intervention will help or will help. I don't know that question you will answer. Well, it depends. The president will say that man for go jail. The only action he can take will be administrative. Either say he suspend her without pay, or send her on leave with pay, or send her on leave without pay, or he can even say let Diddy pending investigation. But you're not able to do anything legal. You understand? And this idea say Ben Kaifala say Umar say he worked for 10 years. 10 months. This is 19 months. We don't get no proof of that, and they left to them. Now that makes the investigation for go. They listen to the Minister of Foreign Affairs on another platform today. He said even if the Umaru Tarawally paid out money, let's say pay every single penny. That no means another for investigator. So then they follow the law to the letter. That was the Minister of Information today. Now some platform I think talking point. Yeah. They said they go for investigator and then they follow the law because nobody knows they're above the law. That was according to him. Everyone believes the Maada Bio, all the noise on it, run after the APC people and for corruption. It harass people and it makes Samura even very close to the election, the man who go court for corruption. They will say this Umar Tarawally will just get away with it this way. It is too blatant. But again, now with system that Sierra Leone not work. I would say husband and wife, or anybody can two husband and spouse and for work na any ministry or any department. People there's a conflict of interest. It will only become conflict of interest if Umar will be actively participate in interviewing his wife or for engage in the interview, then provide employment. There's no harm in an interview. There's no conflict because that's all law say. I want to tell you thank you. Time on those.
Yes, thank you very much for that clarification, dear brother. And always you say so, Ben Kilfala say that, and where we ease the calls, them I will play that audio there for let people and get and clear. It say that it say, well, for participate. Law no they just as you rightfully say, law no they we say they're not for work together in the same place. But however, enough for participate in the hiring process of a wife or any family member or any friend, somebody we know. So it gets for recuse himself. Come out if at all self given in position is supposed to be a member of the interview committee, is supposed for be taking self out of it because of that person. But apparently, do that. So now it broke the law. So I just want, as much as you clarify, I want to make that point there as well. Because according to we don't know so far, because Ben Kelfala make it clear, saying that higher in WEF. So meaning that you're not supposed for hire in WEF directly in the first place. So I just want to make that, yes, it broke the law. All right, let me continue with the calls then. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting on your name inside the call we from, please.
Hello?
Yes, waiting on your name inside the call we from.
Hello, Mr. Kabo. This is Abdullah. It's a call from New Jersey, US.
Hello, brother Abdullah. As always, thank you very much for what you call and waiting on you take on this issue.
No problem. Thank you. Briefly, I just want to make a point from the last caller where it is say things then they contradict itself again. It say, get no proof of they talk with and say the woman a man claims saying a 9 months and pay him for, while them prove say Ben Kalfara state saying at 19 months. And say no get no proof of her. You see, and I'm surprised the post say in the US they try to make comparison, but I don't know why that simple common sense analogy they become complicated for them, because the Anti-Corruption Commission and the SSF data, they say because of that, then suggest say there might have been some form of conflict of interest. So I don't know what's in this scholar they talk say, you know, get no proof of them. I don't know what's proof in the wait for. All right, but proper to me on point, the fact say Paran lie to the Anti-Corruption Commission. Then I don't know, but most serious countries, even for lie to law enforcement or certain investigative bodies, like crime in itself. So I don't know, I go want to know from the Anti-Corruption Commission Act, when they call somebody for kind of interfere, a lie. I don't know if na Sierra Leone, then they not a crime at all. I go and get that inquiry there. And the ACC and Ben Kalfara make a statement which very troubling to me, where in fact now one of the two reasons that we are the camp for answer the question say, I'm not sure, I'm not saying I don't believe, but I'm not sure if the President Bio involvement or intervention will help the situation in any serious way. One, they say when the teachers them in, okay, I not say, but when the teachers them in commit exam malpractice or support aid students them for committing malpractices, then they will see what's happen. And obviously we get law now with books and say they for parade teachers them now got in three and tag from them, see they commit social crime. And obviously we get lost in our books. But when Kalfara do that, seemingly unbeknown to the president, because when the president can apologize on his behalf. So an officer President Bio will tell us they do this thing, the way can apologize for them. So but when it comes to Paran, a Senam say, okay, they don't almost then they don't pay the money. When I pass or say this person is guilty of the offense, you might not begin pay the money. But instead they go left the action with regards to the hiring to the president for an administrative action. So this just make a wonder. If not the president, anti-corruption, they act certain cases, anti-corruption, they take action, either they prosecute, then send on a court, then do this. For certain one, and they wait for the president to take action. Then I don't know why anti-corruption they exist. You know, then two reasons here that they really make a doubt if the intervention of the president will really help the situation. One, again, if you want to take action against the teachers, for teachers, they do them on their own as a commissioner without consulting with the president. And I say that because the president apologized of something we're not saying we don't tell him to do, they go apologize back on behalf of him. Then the second thing, where I last mentioned that if they get for left arm for an administrative action to the president, where we know that the president appoint this person not to elected position, so and they already don't make a thing say that the president's intervention will get any serious thing to do with this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Abdul, and great questions, them. And all linting and they maybe me closing. I go try for give me own take on them, but on I don't really they make me work a lot easier tonight. And thank you so much. I truly appreciate this. Where we all they come together as one Sierra Leonean, one Salon people for let we deliberate on this. Thank you very much. Let we continue with the calls, them. VOS Network, WhatsApp, go ahead.
Mr. Kaba, the call from America.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, brother.
May God bless, may God bless you for this good work on they do. For see that better can as alone. All believe say one day. On a good work, on they do, we go in vain. You know, people in the listen, your hand will be blind, their eyes in the open, and one day. We'll get the kind of salon they look for.
Amen.
Number one, you know, this corruption where this particular power government come with say they can't fit. You know, they don't make them, we all don't say and say na scam. They not come for confit corruption. The first time of SLPP power, then go after the opposition. And do all kinds into the opposition for blindfold the people and say then there's faith corruption, and there's serious for faith corruption. Even in that process, we see people inside this government will commit crime. We, instead of the law go against them, the law not go against them the way the law be they go against the opposition. And now this same anti-corruption boss, now they come and defend some certain things where they happen. Number one, now look this parallel in case. We listen to the anti-corruption boss. He accepts there's too much of deception in this case. The anti-corruption say, the first interview, he talks say, na 10 months. Later, they come, they say na 19 months. But records prove say it's almost 3 years. So, okay, more say, Paral no. Paral no, not to employ with. More just talk that, say not to employ with. But he aware. If he aware, he not talk. Say, na so thing happen, if they receive money, they do the work, report that, na crime. Na at least one part of the crime they run then we then charge an escoma for. And these things, they say an escoma no. They know say, them people are the plan this thing, not talk. So, Paral, I believe say, he know say, if they receive salary, all these years, but he not talk. So, na crime. Another one is the anti-corruption boss say, Paral, for not be know some certain things, now make a go ahead and do them. So, Paral tell them. But there is a law we talk say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Paral na a lawyer. Paral not to somebody we no know any tone ignorance somebody. Paral is a well-intelligent man, a lawyer. So, for the anti-corruption boss, for can begin defense, Paral no be no, not to excuse, because there is a law. We say ignorance of the law is no excuse. So, if Paral commit a crime, then therefore treat him like within the law say. Another one is Paral deceive the speaker. He deceived the speaker. All waiting happen, the speaker come, he say in our way of nothing, of all the things. And one thing where they be attacked with anti-corruption boss.
I saw you,
no, but on this one, on this one. One thing the anti-corruption boss be charged Samura Kamara for. They say Samura Kamara deceived in principle. So if Paral deceive the speaker, now the same crime is not commit. So let anti-corruption try for do fear into this case. In the case of the president interfering, it will bring any good thing because it has happened before. It don't interfere before.
Okay, wonderful. Call me back, please. You make good points then, but again, let we not hold other people in too long at the line. Let we be fair enough and just use with 3 minutes wisely. VRS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call we from, please.
Good evening, Mr. Kabo. This is Aman's Network.
Hello, I did do well, my brother. Thank you so much. And go ahead, please. Waiting a comment on the program tonight, sir.
Yes, firstly, let's just touch base with you. Question where you asked whether the president's intervention will mean anything for, especially the corruption case.
Yes.
And me want to say, I don't feel say it will make any difference. And this is my reason. When the president mentioned last Saturday when we get this dinner for in caucus, the way he mentioned I was worried, and because this not something we outside we make with law in the country. Now we see somebody blatantly they abuse the laws them. So for the presidency so humble, I feel say that was way too much
in terms of downplaying the effects of these particular actions. So for that reason, I not get hope say the president's intervention will make any difference. And the second reason why I will give towards that, now the fact say I don't see any reason waiting for make the president decide for intervene. We get a body in the ACC, which was enacted by the law at the same parliament, we get enormous powers for investigate, prosecute, and take other actions them against anybody who then get sufficient evidence for, say, it corrupts. So why the president need for intervene? That's not able to understand which law we the hold the anti-corruption and behind back, or which law will give the president that much power for intervene. So I'm not convinced now with all genuine reason you want for intervene. We get so many things them we surround this particular issue. We make me go feel say I don't think say anything ever come out of this whole thing. Because when you listen to people and the Minister of Information, the Ben Kelfala, they all sound so defensive in a way that you wonder, say, come on, there is already an admit of guilt. People that don't pay back fares, I take this money one for take them. What's stopping you from charging this man to court? You they allow the public for the put unnecessary pressure by yourself. The man already admits, say, look at me, I can't pay this money, charge them go court. But again, it's clear, say, the anti-corruption man, the man who commits the crime anywhere, and the president, I don't think, say, they really serious of it corruption. Honestly, I don't think, say, they really ready, because first you come, you say the man tells you at 10 months, then later you realize now 19 months. But there is a document out in the public domain where they should say, now 2021 December, and the net salary where the woman will collect is about 21 million. But yet still, you, the commissioner, are 7 million will collect. How is that true? Why would they look the salon people again stupid? Fear, Mr. Kagbo. Fear. They make her afraid for all the effort how they put in the media, especially where they take them fight yes on the media. Are they afraid for una effort they all not go in vain? Because we know they see aid, we know they see tail on a country. And lastly, before I go, I want to say the commissioner in a reason or an objective in primary focus on the way they fight corruption is wrong. Not only for recover state resources. Otherwise, you will make people and continue in corruption. But your agenda now for deter people, for discourage people and for do the act itself. Which means the punishment is for way more than whatever it is then take.
Yes, great point. I want to let you let Farm Day.
Thank you very much. I'm very sorry, sir.
No, that's okay. And I truly appreciate that. And Fambul, let's just rub out small before I kind of maybe me closing and I'll pick this up. Now, one of the points that I be one for bring to our attention, they say anti-corruption. So meaning if you stop corruption. Ben Kelfala in position not a revenue collector. So, but for some reason, from where he come there and they brag about this position, I don't collect this, I don't collect that. No, that's not in primary responsibility. I want to let people realize that. In primary responsibility, and I make them place here where they say anti-corruption, then catch you for corruption, then go fine you. And the fine way they go fine you, probably it go 2-3 times waiting you embezzle, and you they go jail depending upon the crime, and also you they get a stain where you not go able get any public office or any decent job. So when you look at all the issues, then the consequences, then they make people afraid. Not to say people are not corrupt now or they not want to be corrupt too. Now the consequences. Now, it make people and they scared for engage in their activities then they. So, but for you, they don't pay back. It do the same to APC. They pay back and stuff like that. And look what they happen. And plenty of them people that we say pay back, some still go into public office, and I believe say some run for election and stuff. No, the constitution make it clear. Say if then found you guilty of corruption charges, therefore suppose for ban you from practice for holding any public office. If you implement that kind part of the constitution, they Ben Kelfala, but could people for afraid for do waiting did they do so? But oh, they don't pay back. Quick, they don't pay back. You not a revenue collector at all. And that situation where they brag, oh, I get in my office and stuff. That completely able. It's so shameful. For let you say you not anti-corruption, and then you get stuck how many billion leons now you put in your office. You not the revenue collector. You not the National Revenue Agency. Why, like how one caller say, why you not ask for then deposit the money directly now the consolidated fund and show you receipt, say, or you find way for confirm, say they don't deposit the money. And as a matter of fact, that's not supposed to be, in fact, your primary goal, your primary objective. Now, for make sure say them people then they not get the opportunity again for do it and do so. And we want, like how they can say, na Creole, kill dog before dog, let dog know say die day. Again, literally, we need an advocate for let killing happen, but do something where the next person where they anticipate for do that particular crime day, it go afraid. But with this, if you don't catch me waiting, I go lose. I go just return the money. So who's that mean a deterrent? Absolutely not. And then you they brag. And anyways, where I play the audio, I go talk a lot more about what they say na the audio. So let me go back to the calls. I just want to clarify that. I just put a little bit of color around that particular statement where the last caller make, and few of yourself don't make comment towards that. So let me go back to the calls. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and side they call me from, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kawo.
Thank you.
Yeah,
sorry, sir.
Unfortunately, I thought things had caught today.
No, not unfortunate.
Now,
fortunately.
I want really low zero on Francis Benkefara. Even though a lot of callers don't be fire, they don't go against her, but me, Patrick Benkefara, if we get inside them, that's alone. Before and this time, he's the best anti-corruption commissioner. And not say tomorrow, but today. What's he Kolia do? What's he Kayako do? What's he Kodu? What's he Fijira do? What's this guy do? What's the guy himself? Makodi do? They did nothing. What Benkefara has done, nobody, no anti-corruption commissioner, since Jokosma to date, nobody has done anything compared to Benkefara. Benkefara might not be perfect, but me I admire as a young, small guy. He has done a lot. Benkefara, tell we say, he don't work within the laws where Parliament here as anti-corruption agent. Now that he don't work within. What he now Benkefara will talk say let Paran not work tomorrow. He has no mandate. Now Benkefara will talk say if you are committed, if you don't pay money back, then you not work tomorrow. He has no mandate. What as far as we're concerned, if somebody has paid back, that means they are committed a crime. Benkefara has no mandate for stop that person from running. The same people, tomorrow, if Bio tomorrow he got the catcher. They say, "Bio, you should not run for office." I say, other people that they can't say, "Oh, this is today." If they say Anebakova is corrupt, now they most of our brothers that they call today, they verify which the guy is Paran. But when Anas Kuma and what's the name? Samuel Kamara investigation we are going on. All what we had, they don't want to let it run for what? Where's the law for Sierra Leone? If at the act, would I not conduct, which anti-corruption commissioner don't conduct press conference reach Benkefar? No. Let somebody tell me one. In this case, Paran case, the man has done everything he needs to do. He don't push out the president. Within your own limit, he has done it. Benkefar don't get nobody for, not only in the, Benkefar say he don't push for custodial punishment for all the people that have been indicted. They say, but the judiciary not give. And that's the pressure of government. Benkefar will talk, say, no, if you don't pay this money, you don't give 20 million, don't give 20 million. It should be jailed. He said he has pushed, he has done everything. He has done everything. And then they start, now me and you, who all be the talk say, Benkefar, we put teachers na country. Now all be the talk say that human rights abuse, now because a teacher are this. If we have supported Benkefar at that time, I believe the Paran Tarawally and others should have been on in the country. But we cannot eat our cake and have it. Don't be sincere. Don't be sincere with Benkefar. Now, one person, Benkefar, if we go for be sincere with ourselves, Benkefar, one person, I hope we consider what Benkefar has done for that country.
Okay, my brother, thank you very much for the passion where I see the exhume and great passion. And one thing we're going to make very clear, 100% I agree with you, saying, particularly in modern time, all the anti-corruption commissioners, them way don't come before Benkefar, they not be as effective as Benkefar. 100% I agree with you on that. However, this not the problem na Salone. Salone, the benchmark where we set, a benchmark of APC and SLPP. We need a set benchmark and say international standard. But yet we camp out that things them, we want to compare ourselves with the international world. No, we get for make them in entirety. So you, Benkefar, like I say, you not a revenue collection agency. No. You there, and again you talk say Benkefar not get much for do, you don't do what they do. No, it gets the power. From Koma in time, Kabagi power, Koma strengthen that anti-corruption power for prosecute. And then Biodo even push them further. So yes, it get the power. And again, with Constitution make them very clear. Benkefar do that to, I don't know if you remember, Aisha Johansson, even where FIFA intervene, Benkefar talk about Salone sovereignty. Say FIFA for allow the ACC for investigate the lady, and during the investigation, according to the constitution, that's not the court way Benkefar give. If I step aside while they investigate her. And it make everything, and I even if when I go back, kind of this platform, say FIFA, SLAFA, they under FIFA. FIFA rule make and clear say government not for intervene in football in any shape or form. FIFA then gets their own way for investigate their alleged corruptions cases then they. But yet Benkefar say no. SLAFA, they under the jurisdiction of Sierra Leone. So as a result, SLAFA gets the mandate for investigate any corruption allegation within SLAFA. So ACC get the mandate, I should say. So you see, so if he enforce that against Aisha Johansson for step aside, then they do them against the Auditor General. So because they investigate them for something where, how many years now? They not ever carry the evidence and a vague charge, professional misconduct. What did that mean? They're not able to tell me nothing. But yet, they say, according to we laws, where they accuse you of any of them kind crime, then you for step aside. You for left your office. So how you go say now ACC not get the mandate, the power for let Paran step aside? And it don't make it clear. Say yes, then they investigate them. So like how you they say, we not go get we cake and eat them back. We not go eat we cake and get them back. So you do that absolutely against Aisha Johansson. I keep they bring this kind of talk again. And quite recently, somebody talked about that as well, where it came to the Agbagba for the former Agbagba for immigration. And Ben Kelfala be there na America, and it allow, oh yes, they investigate this and stuff like that. It talk about the law, it talk about the amount where you know for exceed in terms of gift without absolutely declare that, like explicitly declare, say this person give me this gift after we don't pass certain amount. So he said then they investigate that case day. That case day, guess what? During the so-called investigation, they still go ahead and confirm that man for be the head of the anti-drug law. So imagine, with all that kind of cherry picking and then they undermine the effectiveness. So yes, in terms of the other folks them in recent time, we don't add the ACC. I don't make them very clear several times. So the ACC now useless agency. We get CID. We're a criminal investigation department. Corruption a crime. So if we go under the CID, we don't need anti-corruption. If Ben Kelfala feels say he get the qualification for work as anti-corruption agency and stuff, agent, if we go under CID, we're not supposed to forget, because now this anti-corruption, it don't become, as we they see, from APC time, from even Kabine time. We don't they see, say, it don't become a political tool against the opposition. So that's not that we will focus on. Not to, oh, Ben Kelfala don't recover this amount, so he effective past the other body, the other in predecessors them. That's not supposed to be the focus here. The focus for be, if it do something enough for prevent further corruption practices, and that is supposed to be for, and that apparently then set up that particular organization, that particular agency. Therefore, so not to tax, not to revenue collection. You they collect the revenue as a consequence. But enough for be as the primary goal. No, the primary goal now for prevent them from doing it again, and to an extension of even banning them. Yes, you get that power there. You get that power there for fight them. Say, according to the Constitution, this person guilty of this crime, and as a result, we need for implement what the Constitution say for ban this person. So, in need for prosecute that with that intention there. So, if it bring come to court and it clearly indicate what the Constitution say, it go act for let the judge say otherwise. So I just want for set that record straight, my brother. You make great point. Like I say again, 100% I agree with you. Say Ben Kelfala, in terms of the effectiveness, a more active. Now put them so because the word effectiveness not the proper word there. Because effective ACC, if for B, for let we see corruption minimize. But look, now again somebody talk about somebody where then a parliament, a regulatory body where they make laws, we're supposed to be the number one person to understand the law. But see, they make give excuse. But anyways, let's pause here and go back to the call stem. We still get plenty call stem because I really want for play for people that we not don't listen to the president in talk, in address to fellow SLPP folks them, with our parliamentarians them, let them get the opportunity for listen to that. And also I intend for play Ben Kelfala in audio where it talk about this whole Paran Tarawally saga. But again, as I say, this is Voice of Saloon, so una all voice matter. So I will go back to the calls, and if I get time, I will play the audios, then the video and the audio, and then wrap up from that. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side they call me from, please.
Hello, I'm named Barry. I call from VOS Network.
Thank you so
Thank you
much, brother
for picking my
Barry.
call, sir.
Yes,
Mr.
go ahead,
Cabo, you
please.
really did do well.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your efforts. But the irony is that the one way they do and the media all not can get much followers compared to the one way they just make funds. But honestly, it's kind of if you look within the go on and the trend that the country is so how things they unfold. You really see we kind of I don't know. It's like we not get future. Like when they can say no more nation then can get the government we then deserve. The reason why make I say this because I don't listen to audios them so many audios them against where they allow honest Kuruma for going to Nigeria against the president in particular. But I don't see that that energy we then get for we then they see outrightly we have people and government officials and the thief with money, broad daylight, nobody. I know one day see anybody they talk against that. You know, it's I don't know. It's like is it? I don't know what's wrong. So many things wrong with we, man. If you see we get this kind of government, because maybe we attitude, and so many of we compatriots not get sense of governance. They not get idea of governance. I think that's not the problem. So I listened to one of the caller where he talks in admire Ben Kafala. He better pass all the other commissioners that we don't come before. But I would like to ask that gentleman the one or two good things we Ben Kafala don't ever do. Because for collect money, look the kind of money we pile before journalists then. And that way they for fed corruption or not the genuine. That means how you call them? Money laundering they exist. Now MDA then do much. If people are able to pull that kind of money they in raw cash like that, imagine how much money they go down the keep under them bed or somewhere within them premises. So it's like it's so crazy. I just now see one write up where they talk say if any society will give up in freedom for safety, you say that society they stand the chance for lose both, which is true because we get people who are supposed to speak up against what they go on, but then they're afraid because they don't want to get locked up or whatever the reason may be. And I say, every nation deserves the government where they deserve because I see also where the president in the address the SFPP MPs where people are really they advocate for make do anything to the Clerk of Parliament. So they against where they allow an Kuruma for left the country, but when they condone corruption at the House of Parliament. What that tells us, I don't understand, man. But it's sickening and how things that happen in the country. Nobody knows they talk. We talk, then they're put in a tight place. It's it is crazy. I don't get much for say.
Yeah.
I just feel like call you and say thank you for the efforts we they make
And
all the program that I follow them and they listen. If I not listen live, and they listen after.
Wonderful.
One of the people who really they put sense now salute people and eat. So we appreciate you, sir.
And I appreciate your kind words as well. Thank you very much, my brother. Take care. God bless.
Okay.
All right, let we continue with the calls them and WhatsApp. Go ahead. What's your name and who say they call we from, please?
Yeah, I the call from Virginia again.
Hello, brother. Go ahead, please. Waiting at your additional take for
Yeah,
tonight's program.
according to
Please.
a video where the intent for can play for we, there is
Yes.
key things in the we need for watch. Number one, Maada Bio talk and boldly say, not to the population where una dey go for go vote, not about how you work, not by how the election day for constitute by the election day. Una go don't go vote, una win, then we get different results. They don't even decide we for say, win this election, yeah.
So now your interpretation of that. Okay, after you call, I will play the video so people can
Okay,
remember what people look
okay,
for.
okay. Now it's the time because if he talk say, now go vote Utete, not to how you work for people them, not to how you do for people them, but at the end of the day, una will go vote, but we will get different results. Listen, now kill the way for player. Listen, now what I say so. We will get different results. That means say we'll cook the results. Now then they tell we. So anything that happen, we person, we as a Muslim, they say we want born good pikin first, and if you marry the mama, now they will get blessed picking them. But if you see it begin start first for bad way, they can only be bad people to them. So if in the place you don't give for thief, you don't try to tell say illegal for thief. So you know ever file, pull a mando. You don't get this show we say na bad way. And a bad way and what I tell you one thing first of all before. Over this alone, he hardly let's see doctor then. First we get doctor then also. Now those first degree. Now we get past thousands of doctors them. So we go for improve. And now every time we take the advances say APC be do this, we for do this. But then we talk say by Calfara now the best anti-corruption. No, because that's the day the lobby minimize that's in the day. Now they don't add more of the laws then they don't empower them more. Like and it's add more. So they never work to what they do. You understand me? So if we try for the correction of the thing the way they happen, we can't bad stuff, we compare overseas, compare America, compare other side. Look at the other thing. Don't compare say America, when they work below 25,000, the government is responsible for you, they give you housing, they give you food, they give you health, and they talk down the do. Now when they compare the bad stuff, then they can't compare. Which is not bad, which is bad. Well, I tell the people when they work right up for Maada Bio, well, as Maada Bio don't tell you say, they don't win the election now. Anybody work under them, not different way. Trust me, anybody will work. Not different because you don't prove until say that different result. Never pay for any. If you not pay this one, you pay next one. Me, I go guarantee that day. If you not pay this one, you pay next one. That one people in the back they take pay when they work. This is how to corrupt. This is a very simple thing. Just take action to the people who do the thing. Well, the nation should say, I tell you, me what I understand, Muslim to Muslim, then most likely they can marry. Christian to Christian, then most likely they marry. So the bad people and the bad people that they always did together. Then they flock together. Marks of the safe runner flocks together. Now that's to understand. Let them make sure say, me, I come back to the other thing again. But I want to ask them, how we get for that money for the MCC? Because if that money they come, we don't take care of water, we don't take care of light. I want to ask them, please don't know how they on that particular side for money. Because they don't already show what to do. This is a very simple thing. Do this ABC. Go in and do them and get the money. But they never do them. So I want to ask them, I don't say that they listen. They listen to this. This is a big forum. Ask them, let know how we get this money also for the two lights. Because if light don't it go fight for me and you too. No worry about lights again or water. Thank you so much, my brother.
Well, thank you very much. Let me take more calls then. VS Network, hello caller, waiting on your name and who they call from, please.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Listener Abdullah again from New Jersey, US.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brother Abdullah. So go ahead, please. Waiting on your additional take on this.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just like waiting that last caller talk about, one time I will listen one program where we host now, where you do comparison. You ask common sense question or make very common sense analogy that you picking them, you get 5 boy picking and they go school. Done all the 4, then school would have made this, then percentages they would have made the score. And it's not only exactly you say, but it's similar thing based on your analogy. Then 4 picking and they get 45% out of 100. On the 5th picking we come, they score 55% out of 100. The whole village begin dance. say, Paoli picking the all this money, I don't bomb, this not the best. It's not about the difference where you don't make. Now, how that difference they impact the purpose for which then they celebrate you. In this case, how it impact the lives of Sierra Leoneans. This is not what some of their supporters here not able to understand. And this, it takes common sense, not to book. So even just saying, when Kalfara, the best anti-corruption commissioner, forgets about the fact, say, will not get any positive way impact the lives of Sierra Leoneans. And even though we get improved laws, then we get more power compared to predecessors, it's laughable. Okay, the other point where I want to make now that, based on the question on this program, the fact is Paran Tarawally no step aside, is still in a job while this investigation they go on, tells you the end product, which will be the likely outcomes. And again, the wife, based on the fact say they don't confirm say yes, they don't pay over 90% of the money, now admittance of guilt, at least partly. In a situation of this, if anything short of that lady, not only for pay the money, but for go serve a jail term, it means enough fear to the people of Sierra Leone, whatever might the outcome of the investigation. And the one last thing I want to say, this is an opportunity for the Bio government, President Bio, for rebuild an image. Forget about all the nonsense over the area, all the non-pass MCC scorecard for how many years in a row. Today, we see the outcome. Yes, that passed the way it passed. It can begin to the picking will be done. They get 40%, 40%. Then the other one can get 49%. All man begin to celebrate. Yeah, the MCC will don't score for how many years in a row over 70% average. Will they see the outcome today? Has it impacted the lives of the Sierra Leoneans? The answer is no. So who shall we go wrong? Then in our answer we they need for Giwi. But this could be an opportunity for President Bio and the administration for rebuild that image way. They always don't parade around here, or they don't rebuild the image of Sierra Leone. Okay, you may have rebuilt the image of Sierra Leone, but you don't defecate on your own image as a government. So if you say for make them respect once again as a government, especially from the international community, this is not one big opportunity. This is not person with it from within. They're not only hired by the president, they belong to the president in party, and are a fervent supporter of the president and this administration. If they get this wrong, I'm telling you, it will be very difficult for them to get anything wrong in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brother Abdul. Well said. And again, Fambulem, I know say we still get plenty calls them, but in the interest of, like I promised, the other caller say immediately after that call, I go show the video. Let me watch the video. Let we take a break for watch the video, and I go come back with and take some calls, and then wrap up with my analysis. As I really want for we not go too far from the 2-hour mark, because we don't come close to that. So let we watch the video, and I will come right back from Bullet.
So I want to say big thank you for making an act together. I see some rumbles then at the Parliamentary, but we could try for iron that out. We will try for iron that out as quickly as possible. Now, I have been too easy with other things that I've been hearing, but I not be done personally get involved. But this week, I will get involved and we get for try for resolver. But I think this is an opportunity. This an opportunity for make we know say whatever our differences, however we make blabber, me always look at one all as one family. Endeavor to be together. There are differences, but the differences not for separate ways. The differences where they get, it shows say God did and walk, because it not make all the same. Yes. And God you walk around it. If something happen, instead of you overreact and make comments and put on social media, where you don't ever retract again. think about engage the person one-on-one and make una solve the problem. So I say a big thank you to una all for come together. And but of course we get many of these discussions in one group or maybe by district as I get for go around again for make we know see the development of this country, progress, peace, democracy depend on we, and we for lead the way. When we don't lead, the country is doomed. But that mistake we can make. So sometimes for personal interest, for leadership, we can make say that we miss the game. But the big picture is Sierra Leone. Without us, the Sierra Leone People's Party, Sierra Leone has no future.
All right. Fambulem Onadoye, in the last part, say without Sierra Leone's People's Party, Sierra Leone no go work. I know saying a campaign talk that one day. But for like President Bio say, again I will go back to the calls them as we get plenty calls there where they still they wait. So for like President Bio talk say as a family where this thing happen no matter what una for resolve them to una safe and stuff. So how somebody be talk? This not somebody way serious, a whole allegation. And this again, it almost they come out as another big allegation again because the ACC don't confirm say the woman don't pay back. How you go pay back something where you know be take? So he agree say yes he take him. He agree say he no go work, he no deserve him. So clearly not allegation again. I should say the investigation now is how severe, like plenty other things them way maybe they want for know how deep this thing be, like how many months it don't they take salary when they go work, it don't they pay na the pay, it don't they na the payroll. I should say now all then thing and they then details then the investigation go uncover. But in terms of the guilt, I don't feel saying any allegation again. So this is very clear. So you don't get the implicit guilty plea. I put an implicit. Some people then go say explicit. Say now clear something because it don't pay back. It agree for pay. It don't pay some of the money back. So with all this, President Bio, you talk say let people they resolve them to themselves. You say you want for champion. You want for make corruption unfashionable. If I can quote you words them for people them. So people are not go see them as a fashion. And you get somebody now right under your foot. You say you go in and you will intervene in the process, and not only that, but you they advise something like this, the novel and kind of social media. And I strongly believe say they refer to, according to Lamran Abba, they refer to the issue between Paran Tarawally and Abass Bundu, the Speaker of the House, where again, instead another disgraceful something, sort of sex scandal, say it harass woman them for sex and all the despicable things them it engage in. So then pull that nado and himself he look like say he reacts to that for fight back and he make it clear say yes, evidence of corruption they tiggy one na Parliament. So rather than you, the president, for encourage Ben Kelfala, let investigate deeper into it and make sure say the people them way then go catch. But this whole corruption scandal, they lost their job in the first place and then go jail. And then find them like all Lentin and day. So when you do that, you go definitely tell Sarah, you don't need for even explain self. That action alone go don't please Boku Sierra Leoneans them and believe say indeed you not just they go after the opposition, but you na man of your words. Somebody they under your foot when a part of you. you team, and now you directly appoint them, given the constitution where Mr. Shilon Omeka repeatedly and Mr. Mengot saying another terrible thing that then you say directly you they get involved. You now executive and the ACC supposed to be independent as well. And why the ACC for left hand to you say, okay, well, they don't do the investigation, it left to you now for do the administrative thing. Why you not just kind of say, no, you don't need for left hand to me, let the law take its course. But yet you say you they go see how you go resolve the issue. And at that make we pose this question. And after a few calls them, I go show una the poll waiting is say. I know say because of na late time, but could people go watch later. So the poll na YouTube, we go left that. But the Facebook immediately after this program end, that poll they go end because now that way they Facebook structured. So before I go back to the calls, I just want to remind you now, say we be the run polls them, and I want for show now the YouTube particularly because as I say, YouTube now we able for run polls them for weeks. So why not we can last week because I can always want for every week where I come and show now the final tally for the question where I they get going because I want every question for see within a week how that question they go unfold because I want let beaucoup people able for participate. So this question will be asked 2 weeks ago. Say, is the government of Sierra Leone committed to the implementation of the tripartite agreement? So 126 people vote, and of the 126 people only 9% say yes, the government committed. But 91% of the people that will vote say no, the government not committed to the implementation of the tripartite agreement. And that's now very interesting results that. So let me go to the second one where we put out this question. Say, will the Security Council closed door session on Sierra Leone's tripartite peace agreement lead to lasting peace in the region? So 98 people vote on that. 16% of them 98 people and they say yes, the United Nations Security Council will then get closed door meeting with President Bio and his team will make a difference in terms of pushing the implementation of the agreement, the national peace agreement. But 84% of Unawe vote say no. They don't believe, say, the Security Council, then closed door meeting will make much difference at all. So the last one will be made last week. Now this one, before actually we get to that technical issue, and at this I be want for talk about, but apparently we decide for still go ahead with the poll. So we ask the question, say, do you agree with the Sierra Leone court's decision to allow former President Abass Bundu, who faces treason charges, to travel abroad for medical care? So we put, say, if you say yes, for medical care should be prioritized. So meaning that if yes, the medical reason, and for prioritizer. So 74% of about 103 people vote for answer this question. So of their 103 people, and the 74% say yes, they agree with the court's decision for former President Koroma travel for medical reason because they feel say therefore give priority to that. So 10% of say no, it should remain in Sierra Leone until the trial. So say no, if a face trial na salon, so only 10% of una. And we put back, say, because, this is a difficult question. So we put and say, okay, well, the people that we're not sure, or we maybe they need more information, waiting then think. So 17% of una we answer this question, say una not get enough information for say yes or no. But this they tell una really, again, 103 people vote, and 74% of Unawe vote say yes, una go want for like una agree with the court indecision for like former President Kuruma go out of the country for medical reasons. So let me go back to the calls, and after a couple of calls before I wrap up, I will show una the result for today poll, and like I say, the YouTube result we go left from. Let it continue for another week by God's grace, where I come back next week. I go show now the result. So then they go allow people them way not directly they watch the program. We get for watch the program later for let themselves able for remote and answer this question as to whether or not President Bio intervention, if it's sufficient for stop the current thing where they go on, or if it will address corruption in total na salon. So meaning that waiting they do so if then they go either increase or decrease corruption na salon. So now that's not the interpretation of the question. So let me go back to the phone calls them, and again I go check and see. But unfortunately, we're not able to take all the calls them because we get plenty calls them. But let me take maybe 3 more calls and then I go wrap up. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who side they call me from, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Coleman. This is William.
Yes,
Thank
Mr.
you so much.
Yeah, Mr. Cargo, sir.
I know the wait time increase now.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be make one colleague we caller they say. There is no law, no say, person of employing human. Yes, there is no law. But how it will feel if a president scam, he appoints human, appointing Pekin, appointing in brother, give their appointment. How which are done? It's called nepotism. And what is nepotism? Nepotism, Isakuma, you know what is nepotism, right? So if when I tell you, say,
Mr. Cargo.
No, Mr. Cargo.
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
That's okay.
Yes, the court they say there is no law nor the way permitted Paran for employee human. That is cool. But no flip the coin on the other side. If any president come, he appoints human. Law nor the we say enough for one. He appoints in brother. He appoints in Pekin. He appoints in Mama. So how which you will see? What would have say that is nepotism, right? Not so, sir.
Yes, absolutely
right.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, because now the same thing, and then people go tell her advantage. Because if you know say you people in there, you don't give you advantage over other people. Mostly if you mama not qualified, just because you know say now me picking the head this, everybody they say they will get the position. That is nepotism. You put the wrong person at the right place. That is nepotism. It's wrong. That is what you would try for say.
Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, just a moment. I know say yes, definitely you know the definition, but let me simplify for people them. The nepotism, now way you in this case, you hire somebody where now you relative or you close party, we're directly connected to you. So that's not the nepotism. You give person where directly attached to you due advantage because of your position than in a nepotism. So I just want for break down for let people understand the true sense of nepotism. So now the connection, yes.
Yes. So but now the situation is as you help give the definition, you take your person, you put her. And that is nepotism.
Yes.
So we all lay against nepotism because every other person one president can up to my appoint only relatives there. What you will say, we say no, but it's nepotism. We cannot keep doing the wrong thing there. And then that is one. Make people know that we not say law no day. That is cool. We don't have any problem with the law, we know it. But this is what we think now we book also. Nepotism, not for do nepotism, not for take advantage because now me person there and you give influence to your party, you brother as the definition go. And then secondly, Ben Kefala, like I rightly said, me said now one for the people are really in several platforms where they condemn them. Anti-corruption, I anyone who call her the best commissioner ever. Well, everybody gets in the best in relative terms. Everybody gets which they call best. But a commissioner, you work not to NRA. You know they collect revenue for people. How does that make Ben Kefala for would display billions of leons in office? Wait, not to check. No civilized nations, if they do that kind of thing, and they count billions money where and sizing, so they count. I can't display. Now check who no see they display. Now we see now brand no say they give president. You know they count cash. What you want to show? Now for make Bogo say this kind of, and you not to collector. You know to because this is just take me back say well. May everybody corrupt. If they're not all you good. If they're all you pay. Then naturally they come up here and the money back to the give. Then if the business fruitful, the profits all you get that. Because I saw it look like now. I saw the corruption one day now. Say Bono, you know, only you pay this, then the balance you go do and that was not the aim. The aim of fighting corruption was to stop corruption. And now the reason this will make law books and say we possibly kill, they kill them. Not because now the person will kill the one type of now for make other person not do them again. Like how you rightly say, do dog before dog make dog needs this kind of thing day. That is the simple reason. Now I make the laws and say, we person do this thing and this thing for that. Not trans. Because so you don't support it. The person may come again. It don't go. But now for me, other person not do and that is the essence of corruption. Now for it's not for stop and set, now for cushion now. But this kind of approach you boast of so I know we do all this kind of billion, nobody know. Not so you work down. That is for NRA for collect revenue.
Exactly.
Not so you work down the anti-corruption. Now for cushion or for stop corruption. But if they can display money of money the way they make, it's simply they tell you say you corrupt. If they not catch you, you're okay. If they catch you, cut half money, then the balance you go do your business. Because if you stop them people and punishment because they talk about punishment. If they go imprisonment, they jail you for making them think that they may stop. Make people not see and say it's okay. For make a thief, I reform the balance there, do this. So these are the things that will make their law draft and they draft and they know not people and we get for do so. Say, but what I don't pay. Even now the prostitution at this, we police pull you over, they give you ticket. If they give you ticket, if you not take it, they get points, now you license
exactly. Exactly.
It's not about the money.
Yes.
It's not about if for you not for doing again over speed again, if not speed ticket. They say if I 2 years, if you get something, you get points now you license. Or you do this, you go for insurance, it affects you like insurance.
Exactly.
Oh, this you get ticket, you get speeding ticket. So these are some of the things. So if we don't see that thing that affects you, your insurance will go up. Then not all insurance will take you like DI, all that stuff. Then now mechanism they put not so like the money they want more. Now for mitigate the act.
Yes.
Maybe people then they stop the act because the act's not good. Because if you drink it, guys, you go kill person, and that person you know wherever again. If you corruption na killer, na kaka one na nation. But if you don't go do approach here, I don't take 48 billion, nobody never take her, I don't give the president 80 something billion. Where is the money? You take to John, you give to Peter. Yeah, well, the corruption is not making happiness alone.
Yeah, since we wrap up now.
John, you give to Peter.
Yes, and thank you so much for that example of that driving thing. A great example. We very much sum everything. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we not get much time, but I really appreciate where you bring that example there. Thank you very much, brother. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. God bless you.
All right, let me take 2 more calls and then we go wrap up. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say the call from, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kabo. There's 2 things I quickly want to address with you personally.
Sure.
Mr. Kabo, you talk about Miss Aisha Johansson.
Yes.
In case.
Yes.
Aisha Johansson case, or everybody where they could follow some issue, not to Ben Kefara charge and court. Now, Adi Macaulay charged in court. And when Ben Kefara was lucky to be anti-corruption commissioner, he watched the law and said, no, she had been charged to court. 1 year. Check your record. He said, until in this world, they say, don't misinform people.
Okay. La pause.
No, just go. Let's go. You come in, please.
No, pause
it. A year, it was.
Pause your time. You say they accuse me of misinformation. So I don't want to let on this slide. So now I make pause your time. Now, the same platform where that case they come up, I talk about that. Ben Kefala now in suspend Aisha Johansson Yes, na old case, but Ben Kelfala na in suspend Aisha Johansson, and it even result in Salone not be able for play the qualifying for World Cup. So it deprived the entire country because FIFA suspend we as a result of the government or Ben Kelfala involvement. So not tell me about misinformation. Ben Kelfala now is suspend Aisha Johansson. So I go release you time, and I mute you because I want to make put the record straight. So I go unmute you now. Let you continue for address the people.
Now the law of the land, now it suspend Aisha. Don't be sincere with ourselves. The law of the Anti-Corruption Commission say when you have been charged, now they see, now every day, now what's the guy himself? Macaulay time, but the Aisha was charged a year, but she was still acting. When Ben Kafara say what's wrong, Ben Kafara, he said this law say after a year, once you have been charged, you need to be removed. So that's Ben Kafara, now the law. Now you and all. Now we give that law to Ben Kafala, not to Ben Kafala individual. Two, you talk about the Auditor General. The Auditor General, not to Ben Kafala. Ben Kafala never writes anything about the Auditor General. Now the president they appoint the Auditor General. They say she's under investigation. She seems to be Auditor General until the investigation is done. So don't let for misinform people, Mr. Kabo. Please.
You see, you dey mix up yourself. You dey really mix up yourself, my brother. Again, I don't want to let people and they listen to me as a soundbite. What you want for hear? I make them very clear. Say we lost them. Say when you dey under investigation, you will step aside. Then do that to Aisha Johansson. Then do that to the Auditor General. So why enough for be applicable to Paran Tarawally, and why that same law they will implement against them two people and they not for be applicable to that former head of the immigration. So that's exactly I say. So for let you the cherry pick, not to Ben Kelfala, it no matter who that do that. The law they implement them where it come to people them where they want for go after. So why the law not for be applicable to both Paran Tarawally and that immigration guy where Ben Kelfala make it clear, say the guy be there under investigation. So why they still proceed with the guy in confirmation? So I don't want and again, me not somebody where clearly I get thick skin. But not directly, not insult me and misinformation and stuff like that. So who that they misinform people? And you they skew what I say, and you they skew the fact. So you they misinform people and now and feel say, oh, they come at VOS. No, I make it very clear. And again, that guy Ben Kelfala, Aisha Johansson, he even go all over social media and the SLPP supporters them. They also talk about sovereignty and all that. And now they can't tell me, say, oh, not to Ben Kelfala. Now the law. All right, let we take them for granted. Say now the law. So this same law, why if I cherry pick people them? But my brother, this program, VOS particularly, like somebody say, maybe Naime could not popular or some, we not get as many viewers them as maybe the other platform them. We they think through, we very measured in what they say. Not to caricature or joke or anything like that. So I'm very measured. You wake me past sleep, I go tell you exactly what I say, if not to the same thing word for word, but I go tell you what I been mean. So me now somebody when they waver in terms of me words. Okay? So I make them very clear and as something where they repeatedly say. Why you get a sort of two different versions of the implementation of that law. They say somebody for step aside. Now they say, oh, not to Ben Kelfala, now the president. Hey, boy, me brother. Anyway, I go quiet now, but stop for they accuse somebody on a misinformation and stuff. Where are they giving the 3 minutes? Now for let una make sense to una self even. So they just come no more, you accuse people them and stuff like that. When it make sense, you just they contradict yourself. And then they say, oh, misinformation, because you just want to use the word in a loose way. I will release you mic now, and I will kind of, but let we be careful as to how they accuse people. Again, like I say, I'm not perfect. If I say something way wrong, yes, absolutely call me on it. But not just talk about, oh, they misinform people, and the way you interpret the very thing, they say the same thing what they say. But big bull, let we be civil and let we be intelligent for once. Let we think in a critical way. Me, they do this with emotions. They do all this for the love of the country, and because I know say people can be influenced by waiting at the say, are very, very measured and very critically thinking about waiting at the say. Okay, I will unmute you now. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Mr. Kawo, I will tell you, I will still tell you, Mr. Kawo, you misinform the people of Sierra Leone, say, Ben Kelfala suspend the Auditor General. Bring me a letter where they say Ben Kelfala suspend Auditor General. Ben Kelfala has nothing to do with Auditor General's operation.
So I'll tell you, I say that.
Mr. Kawo, can you allow me to say that?
No, I'm not gonna allow you for misinform people. I say that. Now this platform, I say na Ben Kelfala suspend the Auditor General. I say that. So how I gonna allow you for spew misinformation and say I for allow you? Again, the 3 minutes na privilege, my brother. So you're not gonna misuse that privilege there and can't deliberately mislead people them or misinform people them. I know a lot better for say na Ben Kelfala na in suspend the ACC. I mean the Auditor General. Still, I don't ever say that. But please check your facts right, okay? So again, I will just allow you.
You don't reduce your mic?
Yes, I don't reduce your mic.
But you didn't suggest. Can you allow me?
No, I'm not gonna allow you. I'm not gonna allow you for throw them false accusation and they.
Mr. Kawo, how this debate gonna go on? It a mute with mic. And you to talk what you want to talk.
Yes. Because they allow me for talk.
No, now your time. You gotta do your closing, Mr. Kawo. Okay, Mr. Kawo.
Yes, you get 1 minute, sir.
I get what you.
You get 1 minute.
Mr. Kawo, okay, for you. But I don't even talk 1 minute because I even suggest. Okay, even 1 minute. You say we say ACC neither suspend Auditor General. No.
Oh, that's what I say.
Now the presidency neither right for suspend the Auditor General.
Now so I say.
ACC has nothing. ACC has nothing to do with Auditor General. So go get your facts.
So you see, you know they able to listen to me. You see, you're not able to listen to me. You say something, I ask you now, so I say, then you keep on talking over me. So now I make her mute your mic. You say, me say, ACC suspend the Auditor General. So confirm I say that. And go back and listen to the program. This is a recorded program. Yeah? So now I make her mute your mic because they give me a chance. I ask you now, so I say, confirm them. Say yes or no. And then we move on, okay?
You don't keep inside. I don't talk less than 1 minute. Is there 1 minute again? I will leave that. You don't keep me outside. That's Paran. You don't even go no side. Small office will not get. You don't begin to keep me all time. What's the difference between you and Paran now? You don't tell me so. You know.
All right. I didn't start you 3 minutes.
You know for this.
I didn't start you 3 minutes. Okay.
No, we should shout ourselves. It is against me, guys. And you don't say 1 minute again. I don't somebody before me. You don't talk about 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
All right. Okay. Go make your point. I don't start you 3 minutes. Make your point.
I hope you don't interject again. Please, Salome is there. Not an emotion. What is if you me? I mean, I like Salome. Everybody likes Salome. Most of what they call now the right thing need to talk about. If you're bad, I tell us if you're bad. If Anas Bakuman bad, I tell us Anas Bakuman bad. Paran, me not tell you say Paran. Right now all go school together, but Paran now one of the worst enemies at Salome. What he has done. But Francis Bekafara, not because Mikakago they indict the people the way he likes. In order for Bekafara to me. President have not done anything wrong. And his assistant on my leg is the best anti-corruption commissioner ever for London. Yes, not to collective agents, but we had anti-corruption more than 20-something years at Salon. What's the name of the guy? Korea, acted. Joko Smart, acted. But what impact have they created? They're not to be revenue collectors. But every indictment they had, Francis Bekafara have done more indictment than any of them. Any of them. They were just paid. He can criticize Francis Bekafara everything. He has power. He don't get unlimited power. Not to even give custodian sentence to somebody. For say you for good and get power. Or for say you should be distinguished power, you know, for their power for what? This is a democracy with the work on. If we talk about democracy, think about the limitation of every power we get. Francis Bekafara now talk say power for common power enough for act today and tomorrow. He has no power like that. Now the presidency, or when Francis Bekafara charge, no wait, Bekafara say, I'm going to charge Paran. When he charge her, let Paran do in office. But why are we talking about Bekafara? He has not charged the man yet. The man they on an investigation. Tell me who that on an investigation the wrong puller in office. He cannot tell me. But all what we are misrepresenting the man. We are misrepresenting the man in office. He has no power. The man they work within the laws where they get. Now that's exactly the man they do. Tell me one name where they do an investigation where anti-corruption don't remove her from office. You don't get lucky. All the 3 names that we don't call. One, that person, ACC say let the woman come on power. Aisha, because she was charged 1 year in her office, the previous administration. But the Auditor General, not only give her money, it's just a Paran. The president has the right. The only say we say he want fed corruption. He get right for Paran come on office right now.
Okay, my brother, you don't do more than your 3 minutes. 3 minutes 40 seconds now. So again, unfortunately, we just get 2 more calls then for take because Avosele called me back. Okay, so I don't listen to you, and you still they repeat the same thing about the Auditor General. We're not stupid. They follow the case, not to ACC charge them, not to ACC ask them for step aside. No. And then they talk say, oh, the ACC now he ask Johansson for step aside, but not to Ben Kelfala. So you see how you then mix up yourself? Ben Kelfala the head of ACC. So he's definitely, my brother, he's very much aware of the action day. And it don't come out open one during that saga day. They defend the decision for let Johansson step aside during the investigation. Remember, not to somebody who then prove guilty or any proven guilty. Now during the investigation. They ask the lady for step aside. So I did talk about the entire system, my brother. And then you the cherry pick what you want for your year, what you want say, or what you want for influence the people them. You just end up and say, oh, not to Ben Kelfala charge Aisha Johansson, now ACC. And we don't have the ACC boss. Hey, boy, my brother. You know, sometimes in the level they think before we say something. But in any case, you don't go now. I know, say, you know, we'll get time for response. So I don't go too deep into that talk day. But people who don't listen, go able to forget exactly the point where they make now. I not ever tell you, say, now ACC, now in suspend the Auditor General. Hey, boy, I'm not stupid. I they follow Sierra Leone laws, actions and laws very closely. ACC no get anything. And this Paran Tarawally, but you they talk about you know get power and all that. So and you say now ACC. Remember you say, oh, Ben Kelfala no get any power for do anything, suspend Paran Tarawally and stuff. But then in the end, you say now ACC now irresponsible for suspend Aisha Johansson. Eh, bro? So how you kind of they contradict yourself? You say they not get power. So I think that Ben Kelfala name you know one for like a call into it. But if I say now ACC, you go satisfy with that? Then you say because they indict people they will me like hey boy. Anyway, I go just left down there for like how they say left sleeping dogs lie. I don't tell una repeatedly. I don't care for APC. I don't care for SLPP. Them politicians are a bunch of rogue and corrupt people. Them we don't care about the people them of Sierra Leone, and that make it bother me. Because then go do all this thing. Look the kind stack of money where Ben Kelfala puts on the table. But yet you get the average Sierra Leonean waiting for it per day. It's younger. And people then keep billions. And like how one of the callers say, but this not in fact enough case for go more after them people and they how they're able to keep that kind of money day. How they able to get that kind of cash they not in disposal? Because clearly, bank not supposed to get that kind of amount they. We do not know for waiting. So now then and there you want for little praise Ben Kelfala. And again, look the benchmark on they set. So you set them with the APC people them. Why you not benchmark them with international standard? Because Salon are part of the globe, are part of the world, and we want to enjoy similar policies them as the advanced countries. And one way for do that, and at the same terrible comparison that they do again, the elections. When I say, oh, we lost them, say this, then that. Hey, bro, what a shame, what a disgrace. For let we they say, oh, according to Salon laws. And then when I want for let Kone go through that, let he escape that kind of terrible condition where he put Salon. And up till now, look, again, I want to talk a little bit about the U.S. representative, the U.S. UN ambassador. It go back to electoral reform. What it trigger all the necessary reforms they talked about reforms here, not so because of the dubious action during the election. And as a matter of fact, when they talk about reform, this particular thing will happen all this while during the election. That reform day, that legislation day, then pass 2022, late 2022. So in less than 2 years. And before the election, it was within months. And then at that same thing day, when we expect, say, in the 21st century, where una they craft laws them, una want for craft them in a way that it will stand the test of time. And now we even get foreign people where they tell we say we need for reform, we election laws them. Una not feel say shameful for something where they recently reform? Because it don't suit them. So the next person will go come, it will deliberately do the same thing, and then after where it feels say don't rig the election, it begin talk about electoral reform. Now that way they salon we forgo ebo. Anyways, let's take two last calls them and then go wrap up. Yeah, if I be the this one for be the last one, but I go give one more call. And because the person go down thing at the line. VS Network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who they call we from, please?
Chakabu this I call from Maryland, my name Alusain.
I did do well, but Alusain. Thank you very much. And go ahead, please, with your comment. Waiting on your own contribution for the on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
Concerning Belkelfa. Belkelfa na waiting me see na blessing as salon. Because waiting do if Africa get for salon get for better. A corruption are one thing we never fit. And the way you don't set corruption, history don't set so. One day I don't see the recover money so. I don't go say perfect so. I don't say perfect. I'm a human being. They make mistakes. But the fight we don't fight corruption, I not ever happen at Salon. I don't know if it will happen in the future, but for now, we Salon they even talk about forget $500 million from United States because of the past corruption index. Because if you pass 19 out of 20, if you don't pass corruption, you fail. The MCC score. So I will give the credit to them. Corruption, the Salon never ever done. That's the reality. I make them make ACC. I make them put anti-corruption. Because they're not seeing a reality in life. It's not like they say rules. Every rules we want to make them broken. Rules are just guidelines. It's meant to be broken. No rule not in the 10 commandments that we got to give. We got to give Moses for bring up. They don't broke all things at the world. They say thou shalt not kill, but every day they kill at the world. So if I say because Ben Calva don't take over ACC, so it will be corruption for Donna Salona and dream, not just a myth. Then unfortunately, I not like the way this man behaved. How they call him, Paran Tarawally. You ought to know better because when the president comes, he fight corruption. He will go against corruption. And the way we Salon they go now, there could be an example, especially that they make the law. You know, now conflict of interest. I not the IMF. You go to the Public Service Commission. I didn't higher. But I know say he handed it for put words inside. When the wrong way we behave. That no, we remember APC in the 80s. I remember the Salon and they don't want to play them football team. They could just put the name like Ministry of Education, Ministry of Works, Ministry as player. If they party, they put the name any month they go take pay. Then I'll come on to the APC time. So I'm surprised with this man, with the president of corruption though. He go in a gun. He go put your party in the ground. Salon don't begin at the right track because of this fight against corruption. Because if corruption not stop us now, if not minimize, I not say it stop, minimize. Salon go better. Then secondly, the military, the way they don't commit themselves to democracy. Whether they will allow anybody from make who again in that country, that is only we can make Salon progress. For minimize corruption, don't for respect democracy. Nobody not for make who Salon will succeed. The military will sacrifice their life against anybody ready for overthrow a democratically elected government. That only been seen as Salon ago recently. Now we force the chief secretary free because if Ben Kalfala go to the extent he investigate the first lady, chief minister, clerk of parliament, this is unprecedented. Now Africa is very difficult for them to happen. I'm not saying perfect though. So if I reach here, thanks for your opportunity, sir.
And thank you very much for the great submission. Thank you. Let me take the last call of the night. Unfortunately, again, we get plenty of other callers that we're still in at the line, but unfortunately, this will be the last call. Please, VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who they call we from, please.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Konweko.
Hello, doctor. Thank you very much for we call. Waiting on you take on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, listen, I think other things there, but I think there was some connection between you and that caller. We didn't talk about Isaac Johnson and Paran. Now, waiting me hear from Ben Kaifala and waiting, I think that caller didn't try to consider that Aisha was charged to court. Now, once you're charged to court, you should step aside according to law of Sierra Leone, okay? Now, it talks there are three outcomes whenever they investigate a corruption charge. One of it, that they make you pay, then you go free. Another one, that they charge you at court, then the court go find you guilty and you pay. And I don't remember the other one. But that one, where the court, once you're charged to court, then the law says you for step aside. Now that make, able to make Paran step aside yet because he is not been charged to court yet. I'm not talking about the merits, whether or not he's guilty already whatsoever. But now that clarification, I agree from even Edebek caller himself. And I think that caller been trying to talk about maybe, kind of, be communicate well.
No, well, the law say where you dey under investigation. The reason why you need for step aside now for interfere with the investigation, because if you still occupy the office, then according to them, then feel say tendency day for let you hide documents and things like that. So once you dey under investigation for certain case, them you for step aside. And that
seems to be logical accordingly. But this now waiting back kind of instance talk, they on video. Now we so then get chance for like.
No, I go play them, and again I know go ahead.
The only one where the law say for force you for step aside, now where they charge you to court. But if that you get that other outcome where they make you pay, then they let you go, and talk about if they try to justify why they don't force Paran it for step aside, something like that. But they're on video, just watch, you go see them. You see, then 3 hours come the day. The only way they're charging at court, 9 they will force you for resign, and that's it. 9 are the difference between Aisha in case and Paran in case. Now that way they input her. May not be even know whether the Makoni be charged Aisha in court. But anyway, like I listen another one where Abass Bundu be say there is no issue between him and Paran, and that's Abass Bundu himself. And like the item they do boku, but what you have been one say that I think like. Okay.
I will give you a minute for let you complete since you will be the last caller. I will give you a minute.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah.
Ahead,
the past one have been they say like the difference between them teacher and they and Paran. I think the difference is clear, right? They teacher in our civil servant, Paran are president's appointment. So it's like the president can take that administrative, maybe appoint somebody else on that position. The only way ACC can do it can force her for step aside, but they're not able to remove them. But I think we are castigating him too much, in the sense, like Lord say, if he can have been former president, Samuel have been a flag bearer, then people and they will see they even make arrest warrants or something like that for corruption related money where they don't even pay. But no, they whatever they for going to 43. But apparently we don't start the pay now for going to 43. I think corruption not alone, like with other people and they say I agree with them. I think a great job because it don't come. It is sure they see there with they see either the war or they now but would they really see say something that happen and anyway. 3 minutes not enough.
Yes.
Maybe I lost it.
Yes. I don't give you additional minute, but thank you very much. Hopefully we will pick up some of this discussion next week. But I need for wrap up.
Sure.
Yes. And thank you very much. I will begin begin me closing argument with the last part where you talk about the caller before you. Thank you so much, brother. The caller before you talk about saying, well, Ben Kelfala he investigates the former chief minister, he investigates the first lady, and that he don't investigate the clerk. You see, again, I can always advise una be careful for fall for them people and their rhetoric. The politicians them, and it look like say the ACC boss, it kind of don't lean towards the political side. Supposed to be neutral. We see how much will be the campaign for the administration and all that stuff. Then they so it very clear say na party force it care about. Otherwise, why for ask like how one of the callers say, why for ask President Bio in decision? Why? It's supposed to be independent. And no, the law is very clear. Say, once did they investigate you? Otherwise, why the ACC, the Auditor General, why they asking for step aside? So again, they say investigation. Because if you try for talk, say, we then charge you go court, now they tell you for step aside, within that show, if the case then are caught already, within that show, because where you put and go court, you don't do most of your investigation, and you believe so you get enough evidence for bringing charges against the person. So why the person for step aside? So waiting happened to the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Waiting happened to that. Because if you don't do all the investigation, you bring the matter to court, and then you say let the person step aside from in position, you don't indirectly say the person guilty. Now the court, you don't left everything in the court. Now the court for make that decision there. And in fact, the reason for making that decision again for strong enough, because the court self and not go be fair enough for say, oh, the person they get case na court where that person they not charge them, they not prove them guilty. Then you say for left in position. No. So again, if we go back and listen, a very clear way they make them say, was you there under investigation, and at the same sort of argument they use against the Auditor General. Of course, the Auditor General, not tribunal. They not even set up the tribunal. They don't ask them for step aside. So again, let me not cherry pick. And in the Hamburg Saloon, where we they cherry pick the interpretation of the law. Ben Kelfala, yes, na lawyer, but not a judge. The judge now in they interpret the law. And that make them people the way all then teachers the way all display na continuity and stuff. What they do is say na your interpretation of a clause na the ACC Act where say you for do whatever deem fit for discourage people for engage in corruption, for minimize corruption. See? So the law, according to Ram, say the act, according to Ram, say if for do everything necessary for prevent corruption. So to Ram, interpretation at the time, it be necessary for display them people in a quantity. So now see where did they cherry pick the interpretation of the law? So Paran Tarawally now unnecessary for like step aside while it investigate. And this man still be member of a committee where for investigator where with in presence na Parliament it easier. And maybe then people in self will go where President Bio be address. Maybe Paran Tarawally don't lobby them people in there. So in presence na the well of Parliament, it a cause for like it interfere in the investigation, either directly or indirectly, because it gets for use in position. And then I don't know if the last caller, somebody they say, well, now President Bio put on there and stuff like that, and not a civil servant. No, Paran Tarawally, yes, not a civil servant, but a public servant. Because now two different word, now two different meaning. Even though they relatively means that they serve the people them, but it means how they come there. Because it come as a political appointee. So now it make it become it be considered a public servant. But the civil servant now somebody will not get any direction, any connection, direct connection with politics. Now technocrat, if you can call them that way there. So now look the difference up. But now public servant. So as a public servant, accountable to the public. So not just the president. And as a matter of fact, again, Mr. Shillon and Mr. Mengot, they don't extensively talk about that. The president not get any business if we talk of separation of power. And not supposed for any business for appoint the chief administrator of the parliament. So that's now another conflict of interest. It's very clear. They talk about all this, that conflict of interest right there. But Parliament, and I don't believe, say, that opportunity there for let the president appoint. And remember, he they appointed without any, they go through confirmation or anything at all. So for me understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but the point where they make now is Parliament, that particular clause there, and obviously an entrenched clause where you need for do a referendum for annul them, but I not do them. Because therefore don't rise up and say, no, pa, you're not supposed to forget the right for appoint the person where get for then a plenty committee where now in the chief administrator of this body we're supposed to be separated from your own body, your own branch. They're supposed for the repeal that section there of the constitution, that clause there. And I don't believe saying an entrenched clause, we're not able to do that. So, someone I don't think so we need for the talk about. And I go back to Paran Tarawally, la play and then la play the ACC waiting is say na video, na audio. It talk about video about the money them, but la play the audio. Maybe because sometimes you cannot listen to something once and your interpretation of them can be different. But when you listen to them another time, it can help. So let us do that so we go able for listen to them again and see if we can able draw anything at all and help for frame with assessment of the situation. So let us play them and then I will come back with my closing argument.
So we tell us, say, look, the preliminary evidence we will get I shows say there is a clear situation. We don't say there is, we say there is evidence of. Now let me say something they will show say, if we look into this one here, small conflict of interest today. Because you get enormous authority in parliament. No law don't say you cannot recruit your wife. No law don't say you cannot recruit your brother. But what in the law of Sierra Leone say, if you are in a position where you are capable of exerting influence on that process, you dey express that in writing. You dey write and talk to the County Anti-Corruption Commissioner and they write and say, Abass is the father. Madam XYZ is my wife. And because she is my wife and she has applied for a job at ACC, I am disclosing that she's my wife and I am removing myself from the process. And as long as I have removed myself from the process, if the people who are to determine whether she is qualified and capable of working in parliament so decide, I have no business here. Like Pontius Pilate, you wash your hands clean in public. But if you do not do that, then it is possible that there is conflict of interest. And I remember I was in the US. I personally had a telephone conversation with Mr. Paran Tarawally, who told me clearly that he understands that he did not know these things. He was not aware of these rules that I am explaining, but he can confirm that his wife did work in Parliament, but he personally did not recruit her. Okay, so that is the first strand. And so I said, okay, now that you have confirmed that your wife worked in Parliament, number one, bring the money in. Every money that she has been paid from Parliament. Let us first have it in our offices, where we are now having a conversation whether or not you knew or you did not know. And that is the only way she's going home. So as a bail condition, Mr. Paran Tarawally and his wife scrambled and they came with 131 million. At that time, we had calculated that she worked for about 10 months. And that is what he told us. And that is what he told our investigators. But when we now investigated from the Accountant General's office, we found out that she has worked for 19 months. So we have calculated 19 months to be 151 million euros and asked them to pay. That payment is not absolving anybody of liability and responsibility. Like I have said, my own duty, the first thing as anti-corruption commissioner, is to protect the resources of this country. I get the money, I put it down, and we'll continue now the conversation as to what is going to happen. So if you say you did not know, you were not aware, you did not recruit, in fact, she was recruited by a gentleman called Cham. We have taken a statement from Mr. Cham yesterday. We have spoken to other finance people. We've spoken to the Accountant General's office. So we have not reached a conclusion. Nobody has said anything about the outcome of that case from the ACC perspective. What has happened is the public has been playing it, presenting it that the ACC has said Paran Tarawally has done nothing. But some people, I read an article yesterday from Andrew Kaili. I have a lot of respect for Andrew Kaili. But that article is very intellectually dishonest. Because he's trying to say, because Paran Tarawally recruited his wife, corruption is now everywhere in Sierra Leone, there is impunity everywhere. Nothing can be more untrue than that. In fact, if you are saying that about a person who is already under investigation, what does accountability mean? The man is already being investigated by the commission, and you are saying that there is impunity everywhere. How can Andrew Kaili write that? It was not a very honest position by an intellectual. And as a country, we have to understand that we have to approach issues like this from a point of view of honesty. When we started, I gave you the data. That Sierra Leone is at its best position.
Anyway, now they are able to tap and not be able to get the rest of it. The one where I be download a shorter version. And sorry for where I discover that later. So Boku thinks they did it. Okay, so he admits yes, it under investigation. So now for determine whether or not if now only when you charge and go court, like how we brothers say, now they take for step aside, or during the time where they under investigation, and especially where a almost clear say, well, according to the AC, not to almost, according to the ACC, they say agree now, say yes, in WEF, be they take salary, where it not be they attend, where it not be they go work. Now, Parliament. So that's clear, say, yes, then commit something, then commit a crime. Because now fraud and fraudulent act, particularly of that nature, they are crime. So a crime is committed. Okay. So in terms of it talk about Andrew Kaili say, well, impunity and fraud, they all over and all that. I think he missed the position where that article they make. The article they make, if I understand it correctly, a position say where it come to Paran, the treatment different compared to the other people. So as a result of that, Paran and probably the other people them, like I will go back to the former immigration boss. So then they enjoy impunity. Then they enjoy the situation where they're not going to go after them. So let I go back to that caller where say Igi, the ACC boss kudos. One thing if we now observe about Ben Kelfala, he's always reactive. He's not proactive at all. Like this Paran case where they're all over the place. Now because if you don't there on social media, not to the ACC uncover him, that immigration boss in case. Now because of where he Sam during interrogation. So it try for now disclose. Not to say now ACC investigation uncover that. No. So una tell me who's one of the big case where Ben Kelfala say he don't handle in this way indeed na then discover him. No, so it just they react. So if you they react to waiting don't happen, tell me how you call down there as anti-corruption, as preventing corruption, where you they react. You know, be proactive. You know, they go like after case them, like you get some smoking gun. The example where that my brother talk about the former chief minister. No, now he react because the chief minister call him where he supposed forget in deputy where they act for him. And not by right, you're not supposed for even take that call by directly. It's supposed for refer to the chief minister, if I refer the chief minister to in deputy. But the chief minister call him, say, oh, if I remember the details correctly. Oh, I get this guy where they try for tarnish me image and stuff like that. So I'll let you look into it. And then quick, if I remember correctly, Seth, he cut short in trip. He come and he, say within days. He said, oh, I don't look into the case and nothing no wrong. And this, I don't go into the account and stuff like that. Seriously? Now that way there you they investigate anti-corruption? The person where they accuse, now they call you and say, oh, look into it. And quick, you don't do something and you come out and try for cover and say nothing, you don't do anything wrong. Then at that kind of person there you they say, now the best. Again, let we pull APC, SLPP, then call relative, who are the better, who are the best, and whatnot. No. To me, the same thing with the politicians, them. The bar so low for them, where I don't put for them, that make them feel say that they do well. Where, as a matter of fact, they're so terrible. The country, they suffer. So until una hold them to a higher standard, Salon go continue for the struggle like this. So Ben Kelfala do something like that. If in a place like the wire, then go ask him for resign. Then go ask the chief minister, then the former chief minister, for resign, because it appear like a cover up. So the same thing again with the first lady. Somebody don't blow a whistle. So rather than you underground try for investigate this person, you come. Oh well, this not to we get for go as far back as the former first lady for know if at all this not something way not part of the operations of that office day. Ebo, they don't give you lead. Say this person he do this, and this the way he do, it appear like a corrupt practice. So instead of you investigate the person and you left and force, say, oh no, I don't want to touch this person yet. I will go back as far back for investigate the one way be day before. So I will understand if at all now so they be they run the government. Seriously, the office. Seriously. So now that kind of person now they tell me say, if forget award. Now, serious anti-corruption commissioner, able nasef. So the bar way una don't set low. And look again, the person say, oh, the $500 million where we where the the US, that MCC, way for GIWI, for the most part, now because continuously they pass the corruption cases, scorecard and all that. So you give kudos to Ben Kelfala. So now, waiting at the reason we make them suspend that. Not to corruption. And then Ben Kelfala, he ever look I will say the merry-go-round way go. So instead, the person way not authorized by the Constitution for pull out numbers. Where did they pull them? Because of the the service to the country and stuff like that. The National Electoral Watch. Now them Ben Kelfala go after. Say them for pull them for share with them. The numbers them. So it want for understand how they calculate the numbers and all that. So seriously? So till now, they suffer the aftermath of the rogue election, the rigged election, the manipulated election. Ben Kelfala get the mandate for investigate Kone because na corruption case. But he ever do that? He ever even talk about that? No. And even when the country they suffer, like how one caller say, if that program they will be start and then after 5 years we see free tongue in terms of the lights they improve, it will even bring investors them. Why Ben Kelfala not think about that way the salon people and deprived because of Kone not release the disaggregated data? Why investigate Kone? But guess what? Parliament's not even call any investigation because they're not direct beneficiaries of the rigged election, the manipulated election. And they use their words here because the people and way observe the election. They use their words here and then give we proof as to why they use their words here. I make how they use them. I know other people and take Alexin as something personal. So again, if we step a little bit aside and talk about Salon and international standards, I should say we go get way forward. But if we SLPP come and say, oh, they measure themselves with APC standard, it's very clear. APC government under Momo, well, I'm not going to call Momo because not to be democracy, modern democracy. So under Koroma, it be corrupt. And as I always can tell you now, the number one thing we may they look for assess whether or not Salon corruption don't minimize, not to the MCC, because I don't tell you now repeatedly. Again, my brother, one caller be try for give the example one make. Say if you begin because of the struggle as a C student, then pull them among the people the way they score A and B. Then say, okay, let them get all the C students them, put them in one class, just for let them go get maybe their confidence back and stuff. And then you pick in score 90 or 70. Now that class way, now so C students then they. So that go make you feel say you picking a student? No. So it just happens say now first among the C students there, it still be C student until they move on from the C group and bring and come back to for like mingle with the AB people them after we maybe don't get confidence and they don't say yes how for study and stuff, and then it begins called that similar mark, the similar marks then they where they are among the AB students them, then you go say yes, they begin to improve. So now the same thing with MCC. The MCC scorecard where they talk about to the praise and stuff, the reason we then do now for help Salon, it's not supposed to be a benchmark for determine how Salon they do relative to the advanced country of the world or international standard. No, the MCC now substandard. They just bunch poor countries them. As I tell you, the MCC Salon in a category with Afghanistan. It in a category with Venezuela. With the corrupt countries them. And then when we get 70, we say, oh, Salon don't do well per corruption. If we want to know whether or not Salon don't do well per corruption, una look at the corruption index. Then they are international. Then they even get America, Canada, the other country, advanced countries them. Because they score you over 100. So the higher you marks, you scores, the lower corruption than other country day. So Salon, this current administration, then take over where Salon be the score about 30-31, score over 100. So where the all 5 years and counting, the highest they don't go is 34. So tell me fumble them from 31 to 34. So the improvements that we want to go right home about out of 100. So now that's make, where did they talk? They didn't even bring the perception corruption index. They didn't even bring come. And one time they attempt for do I know what and do? They use the ranking. And the ranking back is misleading because you deteriorate in corruption. But if other person corrupt past you go bump up in the ranking. But it not necessarily mean say corruption don't reduce na your country. So now it make me they pay too much attention to the ranking and they pay attention to the actual score itself. Because with the actual score itself, you go able rank yourself. You go able assess yourself if you improve or not. Because now over 100. So if we be say like that 70, like that example where I give, then pulling from the C students, then bring it to the AB students, them, and you still score 70, then I go say kudos. Like they will be the score that high marks they under the MCC where then put we with bunch of corrupt countries then are the same category. And then you look at the perception index, the transparency in corruption index, and then you score 70, 60, over 100. Oh my goodness. I was so proud of Ben Kelfala and the entire team, and even the government. But from 31 to 34, seriously? That kind of small move then there? We just take and say, now huge thing, when we still 34 over 100. We still the struggle. It's still the show say corruption so plenty. And now we see so. And it will surprise me for like the 2023 number come because they get for factor the election. And it will surprise me for like even that 34 number go down for 2023. So we have plenty way to go. And again, like how I be said before, Ben Kelfala, it play to people the emotions. I be don't say another one time, whose business it get for give President Bio a check. President Bio, not to him, na the banker of the country. Not to President Bio. You know, we kind of the think say President Bio na get the country. And that make with a struggle so for fully understand. And President Bio, remember, I talk about more. That sing where Sierra Leoneans then be they sing for him. It go 98 and it take him say yes, not true. I remember President Bio at one point back. It talk say people and they tell him say they talk and do. And then he talk by campaign, oh, he don't do from A to Z. If any letter where they beyond Z, it don't deliver from a manifesto. As simple as where it be talk say. APC they talk about development, they don't build roads and all that stuff, then it make it clear during the debate 2018. say not to roast them people and they eat, and care about the bread and butter issue. So now where you don't get power, una the politicians, una the sympathizers of President Bio administration, una want let the people look other way, let them not feel say the bread and butter issue important. So now that way they don't want tell we. So now it drag all kind thing. How we don't do this, he don't do that, he don't do all this thing. But yet the bread and butter issue, people are still a struggle. As I talk to you right now, Salone, not to just West Africa, the entire Africa, Salone gets the highest the second highest inflation rate. The entire Africa. You know who that Salone inflation rate better pass? Sudan, where currently they power. The inflation rate now about 63%, the last time I checked. Salone inflation rate 54%. So now then kind thing and they wanna say the government they do well and people are not for talk and una one for fool people them and let them look the other way that the bread and butter issue not important. So again, look the money where people are stack. And then you look at the average person where they struggle. And then I'm praise Ben Kelfala. And I conclude by saying that reference that my brother make about say he go after the former chief minister, he investigates the first lady, now he investigates Paran Tarawally, and that investigation where he be do for the former immigration boss. He do all that for soften the impact. Now strategy, my brother, not a true fight at all. And at that make in the end, nothing will come out of this case. As CBB with the former chief minister in case, nothing will come out of it. They come and make and just skew that whole investigation there. And they even try for make now the whistleblower feel bad. Try for throw him under the bus. The same thing with the first lady, waiting come out of it. If we say it will release the investigation findings, will I ever see a release of that findings there? Absolutely not. And as a matter of fact, the Auditor General in case is supposed to be considered a corruption case. Because President Bio do that, forget a due advantage during the election. Now corruption. When I go and look the definition of corruption, not to just money. If you do something and gain undue advantage, now corruption. So it's very clear. So the Auditor General is suspended because if that woman they be releasing findings, highly likely President Bio for even get a chance for this 2023 election. Because then they forbid the boss going into the election. You know that. So what did it do? It corruptly influence the process. So now then thing in there, I don't give a case them. I don't give a thing them. Where Ben Kelfala, if it be investigate and it go all the way for make sure say it do the right thing. Investigate first. The situation of Lara Tilopias because standing a corruption. And for investigate, like I say, the chief minister, the first lady is supposed for them to report on them. But what do you do? You know, help. So to me, if Ben Kelfala want for continue for say, oh well, I don't raise this, I don't recover this and stuff, if for changing position to the NRA, una way they America and we were the Canada and I believe say UK then gets their own. In America, then gets the IRS. So when you get any fraudulent thing and stuff like that, guess what? The IRS, and then they send letter to you and whatnot. You pay them. So if I don't go work for the NRA, and we were the Canada, Revenue Canada. So now them, they go after you. And to some extent, they go even garnish your wage and then get actually mandate for prosecute you. So again, there are big. If we want let Salon go before, as my last word, all we need for do is let we change the standard, the expectation. Let we avoid setting APC, using APC as a benchmark or yardstick for assess waiting they go on. And if APC come, because for unfortunately we stuck with them two party where we don't see way out of them yet. So if APC come back na power, and then we go back and say, oh well, SLPP no be they do this. So now just do slight waiting I go call cosmetic improvement. Just slight one. And then we say, oh, you don't do so much. And other countries then they look at international standard for improve. Ghana recently, the Tewa be the Ghana. Light be de. Pass if you're not able to pay for your light, then cut them. But light be de. Very recently, I say because of the financial situation where the country they go through, Ghana they get blackouts now. But guess what? The Ghanaians them, then they vex. If the president of Ghana cut out and say, well, una for tego tenki, look Sierra Leone, where then they get light. Una tell me how the Ghanaian people and for receive that kind of message they. If Ghana, the president of Ghana, because of now it want justify the fact, say, okay, where then they get lights now, some areas, some days them and stuff like that. It's time for compare Ghana with Salon or with even Nigeria. And at that Salon we they do so. Instead of we look at ways then for improve, we will look at the terrible comparison where we know very well say APC, SLPP, they are both like two sides of the same coin. They're not good for the country. I keep telling her this. So I want for Tapamia, again, I want for telling her Boku Tenki, we participate in the poll and let I try for display them now. And I will kind of turn me face a little bit for like una able for project them. So let we go first with the Facebook. I just did for refresh on ya. Me fumble them. Let we go to the Facebook. So within the people them now the Facebook say, let we look at the numbers them in terms of the question where we ask. So we ask the question, say, I don't say a court, but I go read them for now since the Facebook space not be that much. So the question what we ask is, do you believe President Bio's intervention will effectively resolve the parliamentary crisis and address, now the second part more alone, pay attention, and address the corruption allegations in Sierra Leone? So on our Facebook, about 21 people fill the polls, the answer to the question. 14% of the 21, they win at only 3 people they say yes, this still we do, it go able for address corruption at the country. But 86% of una say no. So majority of una say no. Say this still we do so, and now go solve the problem now Parliament, and also it now go help for resolve the corruption problem na Salon. So now let we go to the YouTube. So the YouTube, similar number of people in vote, 21. So we ask the same question, and 5% say yes, and overwhelmingly 95% of the people that we take the polls, they say no. They don't believe, say, President Bio will intervene in this saga. It will help the country for handle corruption issues than a Salon. So again, when I don't say it all, and I go with the majority. Myself not believe so as Sierra Leonean. I not believe say President Bio supposed for even intervene. If anything at all, is supposed for even encourage. I they use the word encourage because me no go ask them for even interfere in the ACC investigation. But if I encourage either through public speaking, through a speech, or where it go indirectly send a message to the anti-corruption, if I encourage them for let them pursue the matter because as an example. So with that example, Lende, if somebody were in a point, he allowed that person there for be investigated and convicted, that they send a message. And it will be a deterrent. But not to for say, oh, una for make una wash una dirty linen inside, una not wash una door and stuff like that. So within that they say, it condone corruption. Not my interpretation of that. So now there I want for tap and I want for tell una boku thank you again. We una all participate tonight and I want for say boku thank you to all the callers them and let we continue for push Mama Salon go before because now one green salon we get. Nobody no go for bring salon, no go for make salon, but now we safe. Just like the song work you always play before and after the show. That song they for always they remind we say like waiting Paran Tarawally they go through that nepotism. Let we not encourage in our salon because it will bring the country go bien. And let we not encourage corruption. It will bring the country go bien. And let we not encourage tribalism. It will set we, Sierra Leoneans them against each other. And that not go good for the country as well. So with all that said, again, let we not swear them. The politicians them, remember, now they're responsible for make policies them will go affect me and you. So as a result of that, we for make sure say we ask God for direct them na the right path. Not to forswear them. If we swear them, that's where they catch, the country will continue for deteriorate. So let we not do that. Dear Abeg. Not to because of not for the interest, but for Mama Salon interest. So now there go tap. Let God bless una again with our families. Let God bless the viewers, all the presenters them and all the viewers them and every Sierra Leoneans them. Let God bless we all. And above all, the country where we all cherish and call Mama Salon. Let God bless that country day as that country day are the only country that we get for call home and motherland. So until next week, I go encourage you now on Saturday, una join Matilda for your show. I should say some of the issues here, I go bring them up and maybe additional thing they go don't come up, I go discuss them. And after that, on Sundays, the lawyer, we now Mr. Shilon, and also the governance expert, we now Mr. Mengot, then go throw more light on what I don't say. So until Saturday, Sunday, we go join back the VOS. And if you want to join this program until next week, Thursday, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say thank you, let God bless you all, and una tata.
So that